Hello.
Hello.
Look at this very fancy block of thing I made. Actually, I
I must see this thing.
can invite you to this. Wait, can I share? Yeah. I want this to be a.
Just okay.
Can edit, because then we can both edit this. So smart. Done. Okay. We tried to get the movement for both of us working on stream again. Do you want to do it again? It's cost.
Oh, did you change your title yet?
What? I thought. Fucking bullshit. I did. It didn't do it. It doesn't do it when I type it again. What the There we go. 3 done, I had to click, so it did it. Well, what can you do?
Exactly. What can you do?
So let's go down it. Records you have first. What would you like? Haircut, free haircut. Thank you so much for the resub. 39-month streak, 48 total. That's 4 years, darling. Nice. Thank you so damn much. Not if I arrest you, one compliment. God damn it, Sandad. Why? It's the new year. How about you try to go without for a few days, Sandad? See how you like it. No, I'm just kidding.
But my cocaine.
Waggles, you are a very how do I put this? How do I say this perfectly? You are a very generous soul. Thank you so very, very much for trusting me with your stuff, and it's really cool stuff too. I'm not gonna say what exactly is going on because I don't know if Waggles wants me to share. But yeah, you are great, Waggles. Thank you. May all your problems go away. You're away from listening to Paris Paloma on a loop. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Sandad. I'm so sorry you have to go out of your way to be here for the show. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
We're just gonna stop having it in future. It's fine. Then you won't be inconvenienced then.
We'll stop it. You'll be very convenienced rather than inconvenienced. Yes. Everything will be good.
Oh yeah, I have to post that we are starting on fucking Blue Sky.
I have to retweet it and blew it. Whatever. Re-blew it. Sounds like you blew somebody. You have to blow them again. Yeah, you're off to a good start here.
Listen, I'm on vacation. Technically, I'm allowed to be scuffed. Even more so than normal.
Yep.
There. Posted. Wonderful. Thank you, Kotson, you're just informing? Okay. Sure. I believe you. So that you're a good friend. We're gonna have a lot of fun in 2026. Believe it. You're great. That has to do as a compliment. My brain is full of GTRPGs. Jake, how do we want to do this? Yes. I know we have a top 20 all time and bottom 20 all time. Do we talk about 2025 in a vacuum first?
Yes, I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Because then we're looking back a little ways, and then we're looking back all the way.
Yeah. Then let's make a top 5 and bottom 5 for both of us. This should be bigger.
And I made absolutely sure to write a note for each of these so that I remember why I wrote that, because I had a lot of this to write down this time.
That is valid. Let's do top 5 because I think that's cool.
Yeah.
The 2-column thing is really shitty, and I don't know how to use it properly in Google Docs.
We could set a tab that's halfway.
You know more than me about that. Please do.
All right. Put like a 3-inch mark So then that way you can do blah, 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 and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how you did that,
Yeah.
but wonderful.
Yeah.
So then this would be me, and then no, this doesn't. Oh, tab, and then this would be
Tap. Yep,
Trey.
there you go.
I see what you are doing. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess we should same about. Okay. Bottom 5 Asuna Drake. Okay. So let's do this first, right? Let's do this first. And also,
Yes, 100%.
Most mid games of 2025. Oh, what?
Yeah.
This is important as well.
That it is, and it will get very funny very quickly. Huh.
Yes, redeems are indeed turned off, folks, because we're doing a talkie show. So let's start at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? That makes sense to me.
Yep.
Okay. Let you go first. What's your bottom top 5 game?
It's your bottom.
Smoke, please. Yeah,
There.
Yeah, I can't.
We didn't have a lot that really like made me go, gosh, this year. But I put this in here as number 5 because I feel like this is the most accessible campaign setting for D&D ever written because anybody can play it. It doesn't require much.
It is the D&D, which is why I kind of try to avoid putting it on my list anywhere, but wink, wink. I do like it. It is well written, and since it's mostly fluff stuff, it's actually very applicable to choose it for your own thing.
Yep, that's the reason why I included it, wink, wink. And also the best edition is out of print, wink, wink.
Yes. The whole we're going to talk about, I think after we do this 2025 list, we're going to talk a bit about 2025 as a year for its RPGs.
Yeah,
like do that as well. But yeah,
makes sense.
I don't have much to add to the Ravenloft thing. It's just something that anyone can go. I'm just going to yeet my party in there for a bit if they want to. Like, it doesn't even have to be we're playing in it. It can be you walk through some mist and then your level 8 guys are suddenly here. Do something. You know? Like, it's just cool. It's just it's like because we're playing in Faerun. I guess I'm gonna dive deep into the lore and learn stuff and blah blah blah. And in Ravenloft, it's just like, nah, you're not stranded in this weirdo's domain now. Good luck.
Yep. It doesn't ask as much, except as to tell the DM, "Hey, come up with something," and it doesn't even matter what it is. Just make it kind of horror oriented, kind of the world sucks oriented, and you're good. Like, you don't need to stop and consider, but this vampire is too much like Strahd. Nah, sure, he'd have imitators. Why not? Just go for it.
Yeah. Okay. And then, well, my 5, I already posted it in. I just was talking about yours. It's Tennis Letter, first edition. It's an old ass game, and they have like 6 editions out now, and they just have a staying power. That's great. And it's just a weird and like to follow up on Drake's thing. It's just a weird setting with weird things happening. That is very nice and internally consistent and pure with itself. And it's a simple system to play. Arguably, maybe like it's a bit dated. I don't know what the 6th edition looks like, but we know that they use the same as art, and the art is great.
Yeah,
it's just something you have. Like, if for anyone who has only played D&D, like anything like this should be great because you can actually have some new things happen that you don't know immediately that it's a troll when it attacks you. It's just a different feeling when, as opposed to pretending to not know that you use fire, actually not knowing what the fuck to do and having to figure it out. Maybe.
That is my honorable mention, just for the art and the setting alone. Like as a game, I don't know, but as a force within gaming, oh my gosh, big honorable mention for me.
Yeah, but this is why I'm saying, like, I'm treating it as a setting more so than a necessarily a game you want to play. Like, you should look at 6E, honestly.
Yeah, we really should. Like as a thing. Because we looked at 1E and we were just like, wow, if I saw this on the shelf, I'd play it immediately.
Yeah. What's your 4?
Whoops.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Yep. I have Sunken as well. My Sunken is on 3.
It surprised the hell out of me. That's why it's on this list. It surprised me.
Yeah. Totally.
I was just like, thank you, Squirm, for this grab bag of TTRPGs. I will pick 3, and this one looked okay, cool. I read the first 5 pages, and then the rest of it surprised me. Like, that's it. It just surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's great. Like, it's very good horror. It's very simple. Unlike like a Cthulhu game where you have to spend 5 hours making your character and rolling a bunch of dice.
Yeah.
And deciding if you are a coal miner or a metal miner or some other miner and whatever the fuck. 10,000 jobs are listed, and then none of it matters, because all that's really asked of you is to go into the library and do a check for library books, and then shoot a cultist in the face. And your character is like, yeah, cool. You can roleplay as in it really well in any like horror game, but that's almost irrespective of the game. Like, who cares? And I just like, I'm not vibing with Cthulhu, and this is just a nice change of pace, and it's not like overly complicated and complex. You can just get into it immediately if you want to play horror. It's great. Good.
Accessibility is like the main word I would use for this, because even people who aren't into RPGs would be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Huh.
Yeah.
And your number 4?
My number 4 would be Outgunned.
Nice. Okay.
Personally, really like the idea of an action movie RPG.
Yeah.
My go-to for it was Feng Shui until we got this, because I think Outgunned is a bit more streamlined.
It is. It definitely is.
Don't have that much 100%. To say here about it, except super solid game that I really enjoyed looking at.
And they're still releasing stuff for it. So, like, I feel like that's a really big win for people these days or a value add. That's probably the correct term. A value add for people these days. And I have included that with a few things in the overall list as well of just, hey, there's going to be more stuff. So if you decide to play it now, there will be even more for you to play in the future. So, and I can't say that for a lot of the things that we've reviewed, like they've done Talislantis 6E. That's good. That's great. But they're not going to release more for Aeon Trinity. That's going to be worth your time.
Gosh, fucking Aeon Trinity. God damn it. Well, we already know my 3, so what is your 3?
I just put a question mark. Savage Worlds.
Oh,
it's so adaptable.
Okay. Yeah, fuck. Well, okay. Savage Worlds will be my honorable mention.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a generic RPG, so like that's part of the reason why I listed it. The other reason is it's very playable, and then the final reason is, what game do you want to play? It's there. It doesn't matter what it is. They even have Pathfinder Savage Worlds. Yeah. Like,
and a lot of games make a big deal of like act like that's a thing that we can only now do with certain other systems. No, Savage Worlds has been there since the very beginning, guys.
Yeah, it's literally been there a long time now.
Yeah.
So it's just worth it. And it's all because of a rootin' tootin' shootin' cowboy game that was sort of a spiritual successor to Boot Hill, but with supernatural stuff. So if you like that kind of DNA in your game, that's where Savage Worlds is, honestly.
I guess since I was overtaken, I'm going to do my 2 first now.
Yeah, you should do your 2 first.
It's Change Stars.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. A really good, really solid sci-fi RPG.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't overly complex. That
Yep.
has cool rules. Where as you get stressed out and get under pressure, it should perform better, but then eventually stuff goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're rushing and stuff. It's good. It's nice. It's abstracted but nice. Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice find this year, and it was cool that the author actually poked us about looking at it.
Yeah. And it's still hanging out in your Discord, and we talk to them regularly.
Yeah, asking us the other day about, hey, what should we call these? Do you see anything else about these guns?
These guns. Oh yeah.
And then our number 1 is probably not a surprise to anybody. I'm gonna.
No, it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yes. In the bar. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not from this year.
I know, that's the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole lifestyle, this game.
Yeah. Now that we have reviewed it, it can be on my number 1 forever almost. Like, that's how I feel like about it.
Yeah, it's just really good, and one of the reasons why I still like it to this day is that even one of the core writers of it from 2nd edition onward, they had trouble visualizing the technocrats as good guys, so somebody else had to have a different perspective, and then write that section of technocrats as good guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how good it is. That the one of the core writers is like, I can't write this section because I don't have this perspective. Can you write it?
Yes, it's actually 2 videos haircut, as we did a double. Mage is both our favorite system, I think. Forever.
Yeah, and it's White Wolf D10, so it's pretty easy to understand. Honestly, non-gamers understand White Wolf D10 better than most systems. Honestly, it's more accessible than D20 for most non-gamers. So
yeah, it is insane that it's such a chunky book. But you only needed to explain how the magic works, not in rules terms, but in actually concepts.
Yeah, concepts. It's very concept driven. Like, if there is such a thing as the high concept game, and this is it. We don't really talk about that concept very much. Like how you could have a high concept movie that's really weird, like the Dune movie that never got made. That's an example of a high concept movie.
Yeah,
this is a high concept game.
And Wagons, we didn't review Shadowrun 4E yet. I should probably just bite that bullet at some point and we just do it.
I think it's 2026. Yeah.
It would be my easiest episode ever.
That would be very easy.
Let's do. Let's not do honorable mentions. It's fine. We mentioned.
Nah, it's not really necessary. We mentioned it.
Yeah.
We already mentioned it.
I don't want to Mage. We talked about it a lot during those 2 episodes, but it's just so worth it. Any character you ever had can be expressed in Mage for almost anything.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Any of them. Yeah. It's just literally, it doesn't matter. And I've done this before multiple times with all sorts of things, but Mage is the one. And then if being a reality bending person isn't the character's thing, well, it exists in World of Darkness. So
yeah,
it's the one of all of the World of Darkness games where you can have a vampire or a werewolf walk in, and it doesn't feel weird. Whereas the other ones, it feels weird after a certain point. Why is this guy hanging out with us? It has to be for a special reason. I presented the perfect special reason with Dunker, the big troll, who's just a homeless guy, that intersected with things perfectly. But it's hard to it's working for me. It's hard to imagine doing that every time, though.
So. Yeah, true. Waggles, I said it's my favorite forever because it is, but it doesn't mean Shadowrun isn't also my favorite forever. I can break my own rules and say they're both on one.
Yeah.
Like the thing with Shadowrun is it is kind of mage-like in more than one aspect. It just has more stuff. Because the thing that mage doesn't do is for the magic system it gives you everything. But it's like other things, aspects of it are very much left to the DMs, like aspects to think and flesh out.
Yeah.
If they want like 10 pages of cyberware, they have to write that. But meanwhile, in Shadowrun, you just take the book that has cyberware in it, and you have 125 or whatever pages of the augmentation book. That's why I like that. And also, like, again, it's kind of the same setting almost, except the magic is less strong, but it could be almost played in Mage without changing too much. It's just the future now.
Yeah. The other thing is I do look at things mechanically to some degree, or how we set up play. Mage is high concept, whereas Shadowrun is very mission oriented. So it does satisfy a different part of the brain usually.
That is very true. Yeah.
And I feel like that's a really good thing.
Yes. It is a lot easier to get a bunch of friends together to play Shadowrun.
Yeah, it is.
Because they can basically make a character they want, they can show up for this adventure, and then maybe the character never gets played again. Because the player got what they wanted out of it. But in Mage, you have to have an arc, you have to have like stuff. Right?
Yeah. Has to be. Because Shadowrun, you can just pick up, drop it, doesn't matter. I brought my character who's a Troll Street Samurai, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just describing one of my friends. The only character.
Yes, I'm describing one of everyone's friends with that line, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. Hey. Well, let's get to the bottom, I think.
Yeah, it's the bottom.
What's your bottom 5?
Numenera.
I agree.
Yeah.
I had it there as well.
It's 5 because it gets stinkier from there, honestly.
Yeah, Numenera is playable. The problem is you won't want to. When some of the other games you're going to talk about really aren't even playable. Like Numenera, it starts out with high hopes, and then the more you read of it, the less you want to play.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
It's never terrible. It's always just a big why. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Yep. It is also the biggest bait and switch that has ever happened to you on the show, where you just said, "This is just D20 in reverse." Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Biggest bait and switch.
I'm gonna go a breakdown with that.
Yeah. All right.
My number 4. Oh, okay. This didn't even make my cut.
Yeah, let's start with yours first.
Yeah, Monsters. It's the game where they forgot to include all the rules, and it's just a cash grab. And as far as I can tell, has always been a cash grab.
Yeah, always has. Always has. It is the Spaceman meme, except with monsters. Monsters is the planet.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Haircut. Mistress Fancy. Hello. Thank you for the love. Yes, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well in 2026. I hope you had a good start of the year. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have to get back into it. I don't have much to say about Monsters, except it just wasn't an RPG. It was just like, please pay us for this PDF. It is basically a kind of a cobbled together version of our old stuff that we just re-released, but we forgot to include like most things and basically expect you to just wing it with the rules. Like, good luck? Question mark.
Yep. Like, what more can be said? Like, that's exactly what the problem is with monsters.
Yeah. And then Osric is the exact opposite.
Yeah, Osric. So I read a lot of OSR games. Like, I won't lie, I liked how back in the day they had rules in the book, even the player's book, for customizing your own castle. I liked that shit way back in the day. The problem with Ostrich is that it forgets that completely, and then thinks, here's your OSR skin suit. Have fun. And I'm like, you totally missed the point. The point wasn't we need to have level limits for gnome females and they need to have a lower strength than gnome males. That wasn't the point. You fucking idiot. The whole point was all the other stuff that was like implied story and so on, and how dungeon crawling, you uncover a story as you go, and archaeology and tomb raiding and blah 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 blah. It just totally missed all that, which that's really bad. It's really bad that your nostalgia is remembering that gnome females have a high strength ceiling of 14. Like, if that's it, then I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, it's like, why? Of course, it is just trying to slavishly recreate the OSR. But why?
Yeah, why?
It's not like the OSR went away. Like,
No,
you can't officially do it. No one cares.
No one really cares. Nobody.
D&D isn't gonna sue you out of that, and even if they would want to, like, no one. There's no customer base for it either. Not really.
None. No.
Like, there's a handful of old grown-ups who are still into it, I guess. No
Yeah.
one who starts RPGs today is gonna be like, well, I'm gonna like be a Gundam purist and be like, I'm starting at the very beginning. We are playing first edition D&D. This is the first one that came out. What do you mean it isn't the first one that came out? Actually, they just say that. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
No. Like, it's
No.
why does it exist? Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't feel like Ostrich is a scam though, which is why it didn't make my cut.
Yeah, because they release all of the basic stuff for free, and then they're just like, if that interested you, here is something that you can pay for if you want to.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's actually pretty kind of you, sir.
Yeah, like, I don't think they're making bank, so.
No, this is just passion project stuff.
Sponsored event at the game, so it would be so rules. Exactly. Okay, what is your 3?
Oh, my 3?
Yeah.
Testament.
Also didn't make my cut. But I can't disagree with you. Like, it just doesn't work. It's just like,
It doesn't work.
It's the energy of giving like stats to Jesus times 1,000.
That's it. You nailed it. I've played lots of historical RPG stuff in the past, and this is just the worst one. Like, I did a Sword and Sandals Vampire the Masquerade game once upon a time, and it was a lot of fun. This ain't it, Chief. Like, no,
It really
I don't
ain't.
want this.
It really ain't. I guess the thing is, it's been a meme for like ever, so I don't know what else to say there except yet it's just no one takes this seriously. Like, this came out like 5 minutes before all the Christians were like, let's actually say it's demonic.
Yeah.
They haven't really gone off that stance if you really drill down.
Yeah. The only Christian groups I know that have embraced D&D have come at it from the perspective of, oh, this is collaborative storytelling. You know, like what it is.
Yeah.
And even that's rare.
Yeah. Dorian Ludorum, thank you for the 30 watch streak. It's crazy. 30, man. Oh yeah, my number 3 is going to be probably on your list as well, but it's going to be Aeon Trinity.
Yeah, I'll just put that there at number 2. Yeah.
I figured it would be there. Yeah, like wizard. Like, when you think, oh, mage, vampire, werewolf, let's say as well. Like, man, World of Darkness sure can't miss. And then you look at Aeon Trinity, you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Like, it's the opposite of Aberrant. It's so bad.
Why is there power to let me heat water a bit? Like, it's so stupid. It's one of I have to pay for this? Isn't this free?
Yeah.
You know, like... and then
it was the most what are we doing here RPG of 2025.
Yeah, like they released Aberrant, which is a superhero one where you're like a mutant and that gives you superpowers. And then they say those are the bad guys actually, and these are the good guys, of which you can be one of 5 particular guys who all get the same powers, and their powers all suck. They're way too specific. You can't use them often enough because you basically have like 10 points, and using a power costs like 2. And the power is again heating water a bit or something to that effect. And then you're sitting there like, I'm just a guy, basically, right? Yeah, so what do I do here? I guess I hit with sword or hit with gun. Useless.
Yeah, useless game.
Yeah.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah. And I guess this one didn't make the cut for you, but my number 2 here is Heroes of Adventure.
Yeah.
It has to come on because at least get mentioned. Because don't use AI art in your generic game. Like it wasn't. Looking at the thumbnail of the cover, I didn't realize it was AI. As soon as the episode like where I said we should do it was over, and I looked at it closer, I was like, oh no. And then the rest is history. Like. You can look at that game on its own merits as the rules go and be like, yeah, that's kind of a D&D like, which you can play if you really have need of another D&D like. As we know, there's not many around. But yeah, and then it's just the AI just makes it completely unpalatable. It sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the reason why it's not even on my list is because it's that kind of odiousness where I'm just like, I don't even want to acknowledge your existence because the core mechanics, oh my gosh, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But the moment that you start using AI art, never mind, dude, like you're dead to me. Truly dead to me.
Yeah. Just like, which is why it's so high for me. I could have put it after Aeon Trinity, but I didn't. Because Aeon Trinity, like, in a stupid way, I can see having a fun one shot in it if you just ignore some rules or something. But Heroes of Adventure, it would be like, why are we like? It's a D&D at home. It's one of those D&D at homes. It's just like, come on. Like, not that I want to play D&D, but if I want to play, why would I have to relearn like the nuances of like 200 pages of rules? Because that's the real problem with all these like games, that it's that you're going to end up just playing D&D because you don't remember every single rule change they make.
No, you don't.
And then you're just gonna like basically play D&D but with some more powers and stuff, and it's just the freaking same.
Really is at the end of the day. Really is, and the things that make it different, the things that make it different do appeal to me. But the thing is, it's like not worth it.
Nope.
At the end of the day, it's not worth it.
Nope.
Just
I'm not gonna fill in your worst game and my worst game, okay?
Yeah. We both know what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you would like to play a D&D like that's in space and that sucks balls, that's your game. Starfinder, congratulations. Yeah. Fuck this game.
I don't have any good memories of trying to create a character in it. I don't have any good memories of playing it. I don't have any good memories. I just don't.
Yeah.
And that's something I can't say for many of these games. Like, I could still find the fun in, I don't know, Fate. I could. I could find the fun in Ostrich if I tried really hard. But I cannot find the fun in this. I just can't. Change Stars lets me do my Mass Effect fantasy if I want.
Exactly.
Starfighter does not. Yeah.
No.
And that's that particular kind of game. Like, there are different kinds of space games. The Expanse is your hard SF. Just suddenly forgot the name of it. Eclipse Phase is your, oh my gosh, everything's weird in space. And then Change Stars, you can do your Mass Effect like there very easily. But there's nowhere that Starfinder fits. There's no space fantasy thing that I'm trying to fulfill here at all.
I really believe that Starfinder is made for those people who already learned Pathfinder and are thus so deep in the hole with like rules mechanics knowledge that they can't play different games anymore.
Yeah.
And so Starfinder will be a welcome blanket for them. Like there's nothing redeeming about it. It's one of the worst games ever, simply because it doesn't feel sci-fi at all. And they make
Doesn't.
so many baffling decisions in the game. Like how the guns just become. It's not that you get a +1 sword. No, you get just a laser gun that is twice or 3 times or 10 times as good as your starting weapon. And you buy it, of course, because obviously there can be no whimsy in this.
None. There's no whimsy.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the best point that you could have possibly made. Starfinder takes all the whimsy out of space completely, because even the Expanse has some whimsy. Oh, this funny blue goo is everywhere. What do we do, sir? Like, that's not there in Starfinder.
Blue goo, what to do?
Blue goo, what to do? What do we do, Scooby-Doo? All right. Yeah.
And so I'm trying to, in case you have it. So mid games don't get a number because they're mid.
Nah, they're mid. Like, yeah.
What's your first one?
I wrote the most down for these.
This doesn't have tabs, the correct tabs yet.
It doesn't have the correct tabs yet. Oh, let me fix that. Oh. There, now it does. All I did was backspace and hit enter again. All right.
Okay. Ooh. Yes, I also have this one, yeah. Oops.
I forgot that we reviewed it. I was going to suggest we do it in 2026. That's why it's on this list of mid. That's how mid it is. Like I was, the Dresden game, it uses that, right? Why don't we review that? Done.
The funny thing is, Date Core this. I invented a better game than Fate Core by doing this. No, Fate Core, as we were reviewing it, I could feel our souls leave our body. Like, it was fucking terrifyingly bad, because if you boil down everything about RPGs to, well, you always roll 4 dice, and you add 1 modifier to it, and you can have your aspect. Like, you can, if you can say that your character can do it well, you get a bonus. Then, yeah, technically that's how most RPGs work, but in practice, it's just so fucking boring. It's so generic and bad, because like the interesting parts come from the moments where a game will break these rules. Like, the reason a mage in D&D feels cool to play is that you can throw that fireball and no one else can. And in Fate, it feels like everybody could throw that fireball. It's just a question if you get a +2 to it or not.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Totally soulless. Like that's the word that comes to mind, is soulless. And the reason why I say soulless is it's just, our souls left our body, but like we were fighting. Yeah. That was the one episode we were fighting to try to say things about it. And if something's bad, we have a lot to say. Oh my goodness. We spend way more time on the bad than the good. We really do. Because it's interesting and it's fun to talk about. Yeah. But this is just not fun to talk about. It just isn't.
No. Like, it should be almost in the bottom, but it's not, because like technically it's a playable game and technically people have had fun with it. I do not personally understand, but let them have their fun, I suppose. Yeah, that's definitely my one of them. Do you have another one?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Me too.
And my reason is very simple. I have read about L5R for 20 plus years, and I still cannot remember how the clans are distinct except for Scorpion. I still can't.
They have different color coding, that's how. The horse
guys
the horse guys are yellow, I think, or green. Yellow, because green is dragon.
See, even now you said yellow or green. Wait, no, yellow. Like, that's where we are. Yeah. After 20 plus years of being exposed to it, I still don't know.
Yeah, they're actually purple, because I'm also misremembering everything. Like, it's...
Yeah. See? That's bad. Being forgettable is very bad.
The good thing about the game, if I had to, like, I can name a good thing, which is like the lore they wrote.
Yeah.
They really went deep and all in on it. Like they didn't.
Uh.
My camera fucked up. They didn't pull any punches with it, and that's cool. I will definitely like give them credit for that.
Yeah, I give them credit for that too. And I really hate that the things that felt historically accurate were the most memorable things to it. That's horrible. Your original ideas weren't memorable. I remember there's a Shadowlands, but then I mixed that up with the Shadowlands from World of Darkness. So please stop.
Yeah, and a lot of the info like about Shadowlands stuff is in other books then which we didn't read. Which okay,
No.
could say we should have read those books, but on the other hand, come on, it's like how
Ugh.
generic can you be? So it's
Yeah.
like fantasy, China, and Japan like mixed together in a bowl, and then you put like an evil place next to it. So they're probably riding horses there. I don't know. Who cares? Like, oof, this big
Yeah.
oof.
I have no investment. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't pay me to be invested. Like, ugh, bad.
And like, I could have put other things on the list for mid, but I didn't for this year because
I did. I put one more because I forgot that we reviewed it. Because there's no central mechanics. Like, how could I have remembered it?
yeah, this is why I put it in the worst list. But I guess you're you're so
But I forgot it. So
yeah, it's kind of also mid because what is it? It's just the collection of maybe slightly funny things about monsters. Like
maybe slightly, yes.
Divorced from its attempt to play stuff, which doesn't work because you don't know what you're doing in the game. Yeah,
yeah. That's why it was mid for me because I was like, wait, and I had to fight to remember what the fuck that was even about, and then I was like, oh no.
What does this look like?
I went full for Fern Brady.
Oh.
Oh no.
Why is that the share now? Okay, we are gonna. We're gonna maximize this window. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Sorry for
That's what happens.
Sorry for the flashbang there, folks. Crab Clan. Yeah, Crab Clan is red. When I eventually recover from my money spent on Monsters Monster. Well, you will recover those, Sandra, but you will always have $10 less than you would have had.
Yeah.
But that's like saying I could like don't buy that coffee in the morning, you know, because you shouldn't.
Yeah, it was basically that.
Yeah. So this is our review here. There's a few games we didn't mention, which is probably a sign that they were also there. Like I will actually have a game I didn't mention in my top 5 in my top 20 of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now, like because I feel like the thing is like I'm gonna say this like Talislanta 1E. Yeah, put that here because it's like something cool. But I'm not under any like I'm not gonna imagine that people are gonna rush to play this now.
No.
Like
whereas like the top 20 list is more about that. Yeah.
Yeah. The top 5 2025 is like the reviews and games we liked or disliked the most, and I do like Talislanta a lot.
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Because they made up their own like 50 weird little guys you can interact with, and that's like something you don't get every day.
Yeah, and it's one of the only non-humanocentric games we've reviewed ever.
Yeah.
Like they just don't exist usually, and then this is one of them. So.
Yeah, it's nice. So what else is to say about last year?
Honestly, one of the things that I would say is the little guy, and the Italians, little guys and the Italians.
Yeah.
Because outgunned another Italian designer.
Mm-hmm.
The little guys really stood out the most.
Yeah.
Drake, Mage the Ascension's not a little guy. Shut up. That's not what I mean.
Yeah. Mage the Ascension is just a classic. We happen to review that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When I say the little guys, Ravenloft gets forgotten. It's usually people's 5th or 6th in a list when it should be 1 or 2 or 3.
She said
Numenera was what?
She said putting it 5th on her own list.
Of D&D settings. Whereas, like Numenera, that was Monty Cook going his own way on his own for like not the first time, but like the first thing that he did that was totally his own. That wasn't supposed
Yeah.
to be like D&D, and he didn't do it, champ. But I'm still saying this is the little guys. That was the big thing that we focused on because
Mhm.
most of the Fate Core games are little guys. Even Heroes of Adventure was a little guy. Uh, Starfinder was the little guy spin-off of Pathfinder, etc. And the
Yeah.
more we look at the little guys, I'm interested in what the little guys are doing. And yes, the little guys screw up a lot, but
Mm.
there's so much gold here too. Like the one we didn't mention, Quasar Tales from the Endless Void, that's not done yet. And it
Yeah.
has a lot of potential.
Yeah, that one. This needs to actually have mechanics. And then this might be really good. So it
Yeah.
looks actually readable.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Very readable. And Brass was good too.
Maybe slightly.
Same thing. And that's pretty much most of what we reviewed was little guys. Savage Worlds is like, I don't know, like usually in the top 10 most played RPGs. But
Mhm.
even then, most people don't know about it until you go digging, and then you go, "Oh my gosh, it's treasure trove," and that just
Yeah.
grew out of, "Oh my gosh, this is like Boot Hill, but we can't license Boot Hill. Let's add Supernatural to it."
Yeah.
So there you go, humble beginnings. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my observation. Little guys won overall.
Yeah.
There.
And that is a function of, you know, how there was all that, like really, really, let's say, definitely not AstroTurf groundswell about D&D 505.
Mhm.
And how that definitely was a success, that definitely sold well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely going to have like the staying power to last another 10 years of D&D.
Yep.
While they fired everybody and now it's basically like on life support with, I don't know, 2 guys in the office or something.
Yeah.
They probably still have a bunch of freelancers working for it. And then
Yes.
like a few artists as well on retainer. But D&D, I'm gonna like make this bold prediction for 2026. There's gonna be basically nothing of note for D&D. Like the biggest thing D&D will do in 2026 is be played by Matt Mercer and company.
Yep. Nailed it.
It's like
Yep.
fucking crazy. And
Yep. The biggest thing is Ginny D in your timeline. Like, no
Yeah.
shade on Ginny D. Make your money, lady, but that's the biggest thing you're gonna see for D&D. Those two things.
Yeah. And it's gonna be like, how do I put this? Because stuff's not there, and because even like streamers are leaning towards other games more and more, like live players and so on. You see them play, I should have
Mhm.
just said Pathfinder or other things more and more. If we are basically in the 2000s again. We are
Yeah.
in the moment where D&D, in this case, in my opinion, hasn't even released a new version of itself. Because
No, it
505
really hasn't.
isn't different enough.
No, it's
The
really
fact
not.
that some stuff is shuffled slightly in the level progression, and
Mhm.
that some things are so levels so slightly changed, it's just its own fucking heartbreaker. And
Whoa, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
and when you even hear like people who worked on it be like, man, I don't know what we don't know what we were doing, more or less. Because that's going to be a little spoiler for what we are doing next. We're going to review a little video, like not today, but
No.
next thing I would like to put forth is that we do that. Where one of the designers talks about their experiences, and then tries to oracle about the future of the industry, and basically, in my opinion, gets everything wrong. And I want to talk about that very badly.
Oh yeah, very very badly. Because yeah, I don't want to bury the lead completely. Something Mark Merrill's.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've reviewed some of his own independent stuff, Iron Heroes,
Yeah.
but yeah, the man's got some sense, and then in other ways he doesn't.
Yeah,
And that'll be fun to overanalyze.
and here's the thing, right? And this is gonna be like, This is why the Italians and the little guys are winning.
Yeah.
If you are a designer for D&D for decades, Ringworlds has been with the company for decades. And then you can strike out on your own and do your own thing. And what you are making is just D&D again.
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry, but you don't have it anymore, my dude.
Don't. 100% don't.
I'm sorry, but maybe you should stop. Because if you can't make up a new original thing anymore, because you are just stuck in your brain at we need to have 20 levels and we need XP and we need like attack rolls and shit, then it doesn't matter if there's one or two good changes in it, like you always hit is the thing that Iron Heroes does, I believe. Doesn't matter at this point. It's just D&D again. People are not going to be hyped for it.
No, they just start.
Yeah. Let's take away. Also, hello Squid. Very large. Yeah. That's my takeaway for 2026 again. The D&D, they're not gonna like go away or anything because it's just has its own fucking cultural inertia. But it's going to be there's gonna be less interest in it over time. Because why would people stay interested in a thing that doesn't change ever?
Yeah. Like, the reason why anybody stays interested in Lord of the Rings is because of what it inspires in you rather than the actual content itself. And that's what's been really lost from all of this. The reason why we keep talking about Changed Stars is because of what inspired in us, not necessarily just because of the content of Changed Stars. Yeah. And that is a very important thing that I think everybody's just lost the plot completely, all of these corporate brain schmoes, because Pathfinder never inspires me. It never does. Starfinder never inspires me.
Yeah.
D&D 5e does not inspire me and never did. It was because of all the stuff that came before it, only. Not because of what it is now.
Like 5e D&D was very, very, very playable. And it still is very, very... It's the most playable D&D it's ever been. That's why it's successful. Because it's pretty easy to pick up. But then if you really think about it, is it though? No, it's not. It's only easy to pick up because somebody in the group has already played and can help you with the stupid rules it has. Like it's not actually an easy game. It's just the most prolific game. And like that's just saying Monopoly is the best board game because there's a million versions of it. Just not true. Monopoly sucks. And D&D ultimately, like it's not terrible, but it's also like not great. It's not interesting. Like it's been the same forever. It's interesting in spite of itself.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it too. So in this regard, D&D 5e is like Unreal Engine 5. The reason why everybody's asking for a coder for it is because everybody has some experience with it now.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do that than build your own engine in-house. Oh my gosh, this is way too literal and on the nose, this comparison. Because we look at Kickstarter, what's always the top 10, top 20 Kickstarters? Oh, another 5e knockoff. Like...
And that's the thing, Haircut. That's what we have been saying on the show forever. Yes, D&D will be your first game on account of just how like all-encompassing and widespread it is. But then the problem is that people very often don't move on to something else.
No, they don't.
And very often, if they never look over the plate, so the German saying, über den Tellerrand gucken, or they never look over the edge of their own plate, they won't see that the table is full of other food that's really good.
Yeah.
And then they will just lose interest and stop playing. Like this is basically half my friends. If I wasn't there being like, hey guys, let's play this new thing, let's do this, that, and the other thing, we wouldn't be here. Like they had fun being players for a long D&D campaign I was running back in the day.
Yep.
And then if I wasn't running something else, nothing would happen. And that's why, like, if you're a game master, especially, and you're sitting there like, oh, I have to prepare a session, time to put 3 hours of work into that, then I invite you to play any other game because most of you they won't ask that of you. It's going to be just as easy to DM them, and you won't be sitting there like on drawing a shitty dungeon on graph paper. Not that your dungeon is shitty, but because it's just always shitty to draw a dungeon, and and they put the monsters in, and then you do it like the official modules, which all suck, and so on and so. Like, oh, I could go on for hours about this again.
Oh yeah, very easily.
But I will cut this off now because we will do that when we do that review of that video.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do it then.
Yeah,
we'll definitely delve into that.
For now, I would like to start on the 25th.
Yes.
And overall, unless you have something else you want to talk about.
No, I think that we should really jump into it. We've already done the first hour in 2025, so I think leaping into it is the way to go.
Yeah. Do you have an outlook for 2026? That I want the Monty Python game to finally be here and be.
Monty Python and Discworld. Those are the two things that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Discworld is technically already out. I just need to get my hands on a copy at some point, and then we'll review it because it needs to be. We need to talk about it. It's that man really touched my life, and his work really touched my life, and it's important. Like, I don't know how else other way to put it. Discworld is important. I said for forever. Yeah. I read Lord of the Rings. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, that was inspirational, but like Discworld makes it very accessible to everybody. The humor, the wit, the characters that seem like somebody that you've known, and having an RPG based on that, great. And then the same thing, but absurdist with Monty Python.
I'm wondering if we have even enough lines in this document to do this.
Well, we're gonna have to make some.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
there we go.
That's so tiny.
Just put the worst game in like tiny font.
And then I should have done it differently. Okay, I put the rest of yours later. Okay. Let me scroll to my bottom 20. Oh yeah. I actually have something here that we have already talked about.
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Like, it's for no one. The people they thought they were making it for, they just completely rejected it. It's just for no one, and it's bad. And it really encompasses the idea of it has to have stats, or it isn't like real, which many players and game masters somehow have for like stuff, which is why gods and Jesus get like levels. And it's
totally agree.
The dumbest, worst idea ever. Like, if you have a god in your game that's supposed to be a fucking god, and your players aren't also gods, then you shouldn't just give them the ability to even attack that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I talked about it. You don't have to belabor it. What's your 20?
Sorry, my computer decided to freak out for half a second. All right.
Okay. It happens.
Okay, I have to qualify this with, because there's better horror games out there now, and that's why it's now at the in the 20th place for worst. Because of that. That's it. That's the reason why.
No, valid. I still have it in my mid thing. I'm gonna reveal that right now.
Oh yeah.
So I just think it's the only reason. Like, it's basically what we talked about for D&D, but for horror. Where if you're playing horror RPGs, Cthulhu is just the first thing that anybody mentions. And then people get stuck with it and think it's the best one. When, oh my god, it so isn't.
It really isn't still. Yep. Completely agree.
Yeah. My 19 is Alien RPG.
Oh yeah, that was a real stinker.
Yeah.
Like, a real stinker.
We talked about it back in the day a bunch. We still mention it today as well. Imagine like a game that is like, you can play a campaign in this, and then the game is like about Alien.
Yeah.
The fuck are we doing? How are we playing a campaign in this? Are we playing the Alien? Because that's the only one that probably survives.
Exactly. Like Mothership did this better.
Yeah, there's so many other good horror games. Like, Mothership, Wesen,
Sunken.
Sunken.
Yeah, there's just so many of them. We're going to continue to review more good ones as we go too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar vein. Prime Directive just stuck with me all this time though, because I still remember being like, really? This is it? What?
Yeah.
It's just it's there because it's stuck.
Prime Directive.
That's it. That's the reason.
The review is on YouTube, folks. It's fucking worth it. That's one of our first ones. That game is crazy. The game is like, oh, your character got an injury and you are in the med bay. Well, time for the DM to give you 20 pages of dictionary to read, while the rest of the party goes out for pizza.
Yes.
It's the most antagonistic relationship ever to your players you're supposed to have. It teaches all the wrong lessons. Yeah. I honestly, like, the only reason I can't put it on my worst list is that it's like, I have a soft spot for how crazy it is.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Because I have done a Hackmaster game, and Hackmaster, all the books are written as satire. They are written as the antagonistic game. You're supposed to be the asshole DM, but the game does it tongue-in-cheek. And Prime Directive just isn't tongue-in-cheek about it. So it makes it terribly bad, but it's like, I can't be mad at it. Soft spot and everything. My 18 though is another really old one. It's going to be Top Secret.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I put Immortal: The Invisible War.
Oh,
but it is Immortal. Then Top Secret, I remember. Go to 3 if 5 happens, but if 8 is not there, then go to 12. Like,
yeah, and they have an 18 AC AB 9 C.
Yep.
And then you look at that and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And it's like, it's a stat block of a guy.
Yeah.
And
I will say it now. I put that as number 6 because Top Secret hurt me. It just hurt me. It hurt me so bad.
Valid.
Like, I gave you the sentence why. It sounded like I was having a stroke. Like,
yeah. It really does feel like that, and it's not really like it's a really old game, so that's why I put it low. But I get it. I totally get it. That game sucks. Immortal is another one of those where I'm like, I have a soft spot for it. It's so like, whatever your negative thing you're gonna say about Immortal, I'm gonna be like, yeah, but it's so obviously bad that no one will play it.
That's true. That's true. I'll read you the note that I wrote for it. Roll D10 green to succeed, but if you roll 9 red, you become an elephant astronaut. Like,
yeah.
Their dice system, that stuck with me so hard.
Their dice system, like, it's one of the worst ones ever, because I want to explain that dice system again, because I will never forget how it works. So technically, if you can do something and there's no problems, then you just kind of do it.
Yeah.
But if there's a complication, then or several complications, then you roll dice for the complications, and you add your skill to it, kinda. And it's D10s. So if there's like, you want to punch someone, but the ground is slippery and they are standing on a table, then you would get a blue die for the grounds being slippery, and I don't know what color it would be, other die for the table thing where they have higher ground. Yep. Then you roll both those dice, and if neither of those dice is too low, then you still do it. And so far, that sounds good. But then they break the whole system with one simple rule. They're like, if any dice shows a 1 ever, you fail.
Yeah.
And a crit fail spectacularly. Not realizing that, guys, it's a D10.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in 10 chance to crit fail on 1 problem. It's a 1 in 5 to fail on 2 problems. And it's 1 in 3 to fail on 3 problems. Regardless of your skill.
Yeah. It just gets worse from there.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And the reason why I said the elephant astronaut thing is because, like, the suggestions for what crit fails should be like, or for oopsies, or you rolled wrong, are what the fuck.
Yes.
Like they're totally what the fuck.
Like, it's a really shitty game, but you really should read it because it's the most crazy shit ever.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to know how important it is to be the holder of the Femdarkle,
Yes, the Femdarkle.
then you need to read Immortal the Invisible War. Like, can we just like be like, wait? Immortal the
Make it so small that it's almost invisible.
we can check now if we make it like that's good enough. Like, holy crap, that game, like that PDF is out there. Like, just go. No one cares. It's a fun read. It's just never ever play it. It is also kind of why it's not on my list, because it's so crazy that I can't, like, again, people would realize they can't play this. And I don't mean won't play because it's bad. I mean can't, because they don't know what's going on even after reading it 3 times. Like, I know how crazy we went with Notepad Aaron was there for that episode. So yeah. Yeah, that game. I think this is also gonna break our thing. Yes. So, Teenagers from Outer Space, right? What is that? Well, it's a comedy game that's not funny.
Yeah.
And that's why it sucks. That's why it is immediately the worst.
Yeah.
There's worse comedy games, because I will say this about Teenagers from Outer Space. It's non-offensive in its failure to do comedy.
Yeah. It's very non-offensive in that regard. This is also a Pondsmith game.
Yeah.
This will come up again multiple times.
Yeah. like the reason I say Tales from Outer Space is like less bad. Like, if you look at other bad comedy games, like, we're gonna have it on the list probably. Tales from the Floating Vagabond is probably going to be on here as well at some point. And,
yes.
In that one, Tales from the Floating Vagabond, the game actually has a nuke in it that you can stats and whatnot. At least a really big explosive I forgot. In Teenagers from Outer Space, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you get bonked and you are out of play for 2 rounds or something. Like, it's supposed to be a very lol random game that you have fun, beer and pretzels fun with. It doesn't work, but it at least tries to adhere to its own theme. So that's why it isn't higher. But I do think it's shit. What is your 17?
Well, yeah, that.
Okay. They're gonna make the whole thing smaller, I guess.
We already said why. I really don't. This is the game where I felt sad for the game designer. Like, it was obvious that he was drunk and lonely and never had any other success in his life. Like, it made me genuinely sad. That's the only episode where I felt bad afterwards for the designer.
Like, I just said why it's bad. I just said it's bad because it's a comedy game, but there's also rules for your own death in it. It's an immediate failure. Guys, try harder.
Try way harder.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple. And there's no redeeming quality. There just isn't.
No.
As you can tell, my list is what caused me the most psychic damage usually.
That's fair enough. I try to be like, to an extent, like, what's really the worst ones. Like, I'm trying to be a little objective, but it will fail as we go along.
Because the ones that are the absolute worst, they do cause psychic damage because they're that bad. It's inevitable at some point. It's the psychic damage singularity.
Yeah. My number 16 is Numenera.
I did not even put this on the bottom 20 because I was like, I don't want to give you more time of day, buddy cook. Oh my god.
As you would say, it did hurt me. I do not like that it's just basically what would D&D improve by taking all of its like flavor out of it? Not that it has much. and replacing the flavor with like water. No.
Yes.
But if that sounds like a great idea to you, play Numenera, I guess. Like it's just so stupid generic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all it needs to be said about it. What's your 16?
My 16 was
Your
definitely one from this year.
Non-sweet 16. Did I put yeah, it's on my list too. Aeon Trinity. We talked about it in the 2025 review.
Yeah.
It's just like it misses every mark it tries to hit.
Yeah,
Kind of
it just
amazing
does.
for that.
It's pretty amazing how bad it is for that.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm going to mention it here again. Heroes of Adventure. Don't use AI art in your game.
Yep.
Please realize that the generic D&D shit clone with AI art is better than 14 other games we're going to talk about for me.
Yeah, that's is kind of the takeaway for 2025. Yeah. For me, the only game designer who ever fought with me on Twitter, Cinnabar. Thank you, Raven McCracken. You're the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you.
Yeah, Cinnabar
I
is
love
on
you.
mine too. Cinnabar is just crazy. Like Cinnabar is, again, it's a fun read, but it's factually unplayable.
Yeah, it's so unplayable, and this is another person who did Kickstarter and all that, and then delivered on their promises like 12 years later. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm exaggerating. I think it was literally 12 years later. Like, I really, yeah, it just bothers me. It just bothers me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It doesn't have me crouching in the corner screaming yet. We're not there yet.
Cinnabar is another classic review from back in the day that I invite people to watch because that game, like, it really is crazy. It's another Immortal in that it doesn't know what math is, and that won't stop it.
Won't stop.
It won't stop it telling you that all, like, I forget what it was. There was like a character class in it. It was like barbarians are all good at flying kites, something like that. It's like,
yes, the Panther Men. Yes,
yeah. All the winged warriors, they're in a band together. Like it's
yes.
fucking insane, fucking crazy insane. But then it wants to be at the same time it wants to be very deathly serious about everything, and it just falls apart. Well, my 14 is Aeon Trinity. We already talked about it. Cyberspace. I don't have it on my list because I feel it's like it's just Rollmaster again.
I feel like it's the worst version of Rollmaster. So
valid,
there you go.
Valid. I'm going to mention Rollmaster later.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but wait. Is it just the case that fantasy games that do sci-fi spin-offs, the sci-fi spin-off is technically worse?
Almost always, yes. I would say not 100%. I would say 80 to 90% of the time, because technically the Expanse RPG uses the same system that a fantasy RPG had before. So that's technically a spin-off of that fantasy RPG. So that's one of the rare exceptions where no, it works great.
Okay, works. Okay, my 13. Dark Eye.
I'll just put mine right away.
Oh,
and
okay.
You don't need to discuss mine further.
I'm going to put mine as well. Then my Starfinder list. You don't have Dark Eye on your list?
I did not grow up playing it.
Yeah,
so it did not have the opportunity to destroy me, but it is an honorable mention for being one of the few episodes where I was incredulous for about 25 minutes straight.
I couldn't believe what was going on, yeah.
I couldn't believe the 3D20s. Like, I just couldn't believe that. I literally couldn't. I think some part of me still doesn't believe that happened. This is a fever dream.
I'm gonna explain that now because you really have to understand. Hi, Slizzer. Hello. Welcome to this. So,
welcome,
Slizzer. You want to climb a sheer cliff or something in a game. What you do in normal game is you roll your climb skill. What you do in Dark Eye is you look at the climb skill, which will say strength, constitution, and dexterity. And then you roll all 3 of those. Let's say you have a climb skill of 6. And you roll, like, you have your stats are between 10 and 20 normally. So you roll 3d20, and if any of them are above your stat, you subtract from your total in the climb that you have and put the points in it. So if you have a 10 in strength, you're a 12, you have 4 left, kind of thing. And then you do that every time you roll any skill. And it takes like 5 minutes for the group to arrive at it. If you thought, like, for sorting out like how everyone's perception is, this is like this times 3. And it's terrible because, like, obviously your chance of rolling too high on on one of these checks is quite big, because it's just D20 rolls. So you want to kind of, unless you have a double-digit point score in your skill, you're probably going to fail almost every roll. And that's really, really, really bad. It wasn't obvious. And yeah, we talked about stuff, and 12. What's my 12? What's your 12?
The Star Wars system by Fantasy Flight Games, Edge of the
Interesting.
Empire, and it's related. If you need an app on your phone to use your dice system, fuck you. Just fuck you. It is one of the few dice systems that I go and I look back at and I go, oh, that exists. Fuck you. Like, that's my initial reaction. I hate it that much. And this is one of the few things on the list where I'm just like, cool, I like your talent trees. I like other things you did. I like how inventory could be an asset to your role, but fuck you. Your dice system sucks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, Edge of the Empire has not left much of an impression in my brain. But I just wouldn't play a game that I can't play with this at the table.
Yeah.
Like, what's
because that's the biggest problem. You can't play it at the table. You just can't.
Like, at that point, it feels too much like I'm not even doing anything. Like, I want to roll those fucking dice, even if it's virtual. I don't want to click a button on the app to roll the dice. I know it's like a distinction for the difference if you play a virtual tabletop, but come on.
You want to be able to look at the dice that you rolled, even in your virtual tabletop, and make sense of what's going on.
Like,
it's hard to do that with Edge of Empire.
Yeah, like, it feels to me in a way like, hey guys, if this ploy works, we can sell them our black box subscription for the rolls, kind of thing. And if you think that's capitalism going too far, then I have a bridge to sell you. Like, that's going to happen. But yeah, like, beyond that, it's I would never really, I don't care about Star Wars. I used to play the old Star Wars TTRPG because we didn't have another sci-fi game back then that we knew.
Yep.
That was okay. It was swingy as fuck, but it was fun for a while. But I have no need for Star Wars in my life anymore.
No, I don't either. Everybody will notice that I mentioned that that's not one of the science fiction game genders to me. Yeah. Because Star Wars is... Fuck, I'd rather play a samurai game. Thanks.
Star Wars is extreme space opera, and I agree a samurai game would be better. My number 12 is Cult.
Oh. I put it as number 10.
All right, it's all captured. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very icky. There's a whole magic type about just rape.
Yeah. My note is roll for sexual assault charges. Like, that's what the game is.
Like, just do not. We reviewed it as like an interesting, like, historical artifact. But it turned out to be very icky and not worth anyone's time, really. It's just not that interesting.
It really isn't.
No.
It doesn't have any value. It just makes you feel like you haven't showered in a week. after you read it, and that's terrible. I don't like that.
Yeah. Also, sorry if I don't say hi to everyone when it's talk showing. So, what's your 11?
Alternate.
Fuck, I forget that existed.
I know. Oh, you didn't live through the psychic pain of having to play it at one point. I don't think.
Yeah,
So.
I don't think I can quite appreciate how bad it is unless I've played it, which I have not.
The dice ladder. You notice over and over. I'm going to say the dice system from this point on for almost everything. It's bad. It's just so bad. I didn't like the dice ladder when I was a kid. I don't like it as an adult.
Oh my god. I just realized I'm stupid. I do have Prime Directive on my list. It's just here.
Yeah. Just here. Yeah, I'll probably have it a couple more times. It's okay.
We have big lists now. I'm sorry.
We're in the big list territory. Like, this took me an hour to write out, everybody. So
yeah.
What's this takes an hour to prep for this show?
Oh,
okay.
You know what happened, by the way? You know what happened?
What?
I didn't do a teaser for Alternity because I was ill or I forgot or something. So,
That's how bad it is.
On my radar at all for what we reviewed. So I didn't put it in 2025. I didn't put it in. We reviewed it this last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember. That makes sense.
I think the other one that was forgotten. Fuck, I forgot what it was. There was another one, but it doesn't matter because we both forgot it.
Yeah. Well, wait. Alternity was your 11, yeah. It's bad. It's really bad. My 11 is Rollmaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason this is I agree with you that Cyberspace is worse probably. The reason I put this in that I actually played it for a few sessions, and so I viscerally know it's bad. Too many tables that make no sense. Unnecessarily mean rolls. It's just the worst. But yeah, what's your 9 then?
We're both getting tired now. Going through these. I'm glad we did this before we do the good ones.
That's probably
Phoenix Command.
Yes.
Barely even a game. That's why that's number 9. Because I can't really add more notes to it because it's barely a game.
Yeah. It is barely a game indeed. It's just like somebody got paid to write about their army fetish.
Yeah. You'll notice a tendency for us to not be into the milsim games at all because let's just say milsim games really suck. The only one that has even been remotely entertaining is the latest edition of Twilight 2000, and that's in spite of it being a milsim. It's because it uses the same system as Vaesen. So
yeah,
there you go.
Gosh, you're taking all my spots. So what's your 8?
Take this feat. You get +1 to shoot black people. Haven, City of Violence.
How is that not higher on your list?
Because it gets worse from here.
I don't believe you.
Oh no! I would argue Top Secret is worse.
No, because Top Secret just tells you he is race number 4 instead of telling you he's black. You should show him.
Oh God! See, that's the most corporate brain thing ever, too. Oh my God! I didn't know you were racist against race number 4.
Haven has to be higher up for me because it's just, man. The only redeeming quality about Haven City of Violence is the milk baby.
Yes, I think that's the reason why it's 8 is because it has 3 things that are memorable, and because I did so many memes for it, and that's it. I don't have any other notes.
And 7.
Okay, here's my number 7. Blades of the Dark.
Yeah. You know what? I put it higher this year because I've noticed something.
Yeah.
This game has a cultural cachet with people who are supposed to be knowledgeable about RPGs, and they all mention it as a good game, and I hate that.
I hate it so much. Fuck. Hate it.
Like,
I hate it.
let me put it like this: my hatred for it is pure, and it's also the hatred that comes back the most because people keep mentioning it. Like other games on this list that are objectively worse than Blades in the Dark, they are lower than it because no one cares.
Yeah.
But somehow, people who have never even looked at Blades in the Dark, but looked at other people who they think know what's going on, say Blades in the Dark is a good game, and
They do.
and mention it as a positive game. It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. Like again, the only redeeming quality in quotation marks is Roots as written. This game is unplayably shit. But you could just not play it Roots as written, I guess, and then it might be okay because the setting is fine. And by that I mean actually be lenient to your players and not do what the game wants you to do. Like, if this game was like 5s and 6s or successes, it would just be an okay game.
Yeah, it would be fine.
It is
if it was just Shadowrun, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it is the most you broke your game for no reason game ever. Because what I always think about when I watch like an Ocean's 11 movie or any other heist thing is that at any point a skilled character should have a high chance of breaking their fucking leg and being sucky now. That's really what I want from my heist movie and my like gritty thieves thing. Fuck Blades in the Dark. Fuck that fucking game so hard. No, don't play it.
Blades in the Dark is an example of when somebody says cinematic gameplay, they do not know what they're talking about. Because cinematic means I get to be cool. Yeah. It doesn't mean 50% chance to break my leg. Like, what movies have you all been watching where people constantly break their legs jumping? Yeah. What movies? I want to know. I want to write them all down and watch them. You haven't seen them. Shut up. Like,
like we have been over it a bunch. Why it's bad.
Yeah.
But the only 6 are successes and you have like 3 dice to start. It's just bad. And then you have to get a middling consequence, but then you have to double down and it's a higher stakes roll. So now you could actually hurt yourself. And it's still a 50-50 if you win or not. And it's terrible.
It's the game of going from bad to worse constantly. And that's not how a game should be designed. It should not always be, oh, the stakes got raised. No, it shouldn't always be like that. There should be more fun moments. Like, you needed 3 hits to stealth across this yard, but you only got 2. So I'm going to maybe make another check to do something else. Like, there should be and then. Instead of this case, it's and then you fail.
Yep. What's your 5? All right, let me do my 5.
Oh, whoops. I already pasted it.
That's fair. I didn't make my list because it's just a generic ass game. Mine is still Adventures of Indiana Jones.
It's still,
Which I think maybe I deleted for next year because it's just not really a TTRPG.
Really isn't.
I forgot the T.
Phoenix Command is more of an RPG. Which... What?
Like,
that hurt my brain to say.
To sum this up before we talk Iron Sword for a second, maybe. Imagine if you were... imagine a cool adventure movie like Indiana Jones. And imagine you're playing with 4 people. And then the book is like, well, one of you can play Indiana Jones. And the rest of you can take this grab bag of shit side characters like Short Round or whoever and maybe do something once in a while. But you're going to be way worse at everything than Indiana Jones, who's the coolest guy.
Yep.
So I guess you're just the bitches of this TTRPG group. Good luck.
Hate it.
It was so baffling that they just thought, like, we have to stat them. It's the same brain that stats are Jesus in an RPG is that, but you stat Indy.
Yeah.
And so we have
Indy is Jesus. Yep.
So you must play him. I mean, he does survive the what's it called? The Ark.
The boulder.
The Ark of the Covenant. Oh, yeah. So he must be somewhat godlike. Iron Swan track, please.
All right. Roll 1d3 to determine how the universe fell 100,000 years ago. That's it. Like, the central dice mechanic sucks. The random generation tables suck. You're supposed to play this as a solo RPG sucks. The fact that there's a medieval spin-off of this sucks, and that this is the sci-fi spin-off of that medieval. Once again, we're back to that theme again. The fact that you're constantly like, what was the point of this? The fact that everything, it's just top to bottom, was just really bad. Really, really bad. And like, there isn't even a point like I can with Haven City of Violence where I can go, oh yeah, Milk Baby. There isn't a point with that. There isn't a point like with Blades of the Dark where I can go, okay, I like the idea of being able to build our territory. That seems kind of cool. There isn't a moment where I have like that with Ironsworn, which means it gets even worse from here for me.
Yeah, you're correct. I kind of forgot Ironsworn. The reason I don't, it's not on my list is that like it's such a nothing for me. Where, yeah, you're right, because the whole thing is, just like they make it out as a positive that you can randomly decide everything about the game on a d6 roll, when obviously that's bad. That's their only trick. And yeah, I agree that it's bad. It should maybe be somewhere on this list, but I'm not going to change my list now. I could where Heroes of Adventure is, because that game maybe doesn't deserve to be mentioned at all, but nah, it's fine.
It's okay. We have many more years of doing this together, my friend.
Yeah, it's true. what is your for? Victoriana? Oh God.
Yeah. They failed.
It was forgettable for me. I didn't really care. But I can see it. I can see it. It was just not fun. Whatever.
No. Wasn't they screwed up the basic dice mechanics once again. This is a theme, as I said before. This is the only game that made me go, maybe I don't like steampunk. Like, if you're gonna make me say that out loud, then fuck you. Like, I like steampunk, and this is the worst example. Modifying history for no reason, constantly. But these pigmen have been here since the dawn of time, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's
it's so lazy.
The Bright Effect, if you've seen that movie, where orcs have existed for all history, but also like everything about history is the same.
Yeah.
But also there was a big war against the Dark Lord at some point, somehow. It affected nothing, and we don't know where it was. Like,
and we still look like LAPD cops. Like,
fuck up everything. It's just like your setting is useless then to me.
It's useless. Like, go play Shadowrun, but set it in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just go do that, and you'll be happier. It's just so bad all around.
What's your 3?
Fuck you, Pondsmith. You deserve this.
It's in my forgettables.
Fuck you, Pondsmith. You hurt me.
No, it's fair. It's fair. Shoulder arms has not been good for you.
Shoulder arms. It'll be there forever. The interlink system of rolling a d10 plus modifiers, the random character generation, the fact that you didn't provide enough options at character creation for anything, the central I have an ability thing. I have so many things I can list for why this is bad. Yeah. And I think that's why it's number 3 for me, is because I can list all those things. No. It isn't, I can point to one thing like I can with Haven City of Violence. Instead, it's everything, top to bottom. And I think that's the big theme from number 6 on down, is everything is wrong. Because,
I would never tell anyone to take the magic out of Shadowrun. But if you're adamant about wanting to play a cyberpunk game that has no magic in it, then just play Shadowrun, take the magic out. Don't play Cyberpunk Red. Cyberpunk Red is just worse.
Measurably.
It's measurably worse. There's like so many things in it that don't make any sense. There's like stuff. Again, the core rulebook, revised edition, doesn't list a way to raise your stats.
You can't do it at all.
There's no rule for it.
None. It doesn't exist.
It's like crazy. Let's play Shadowrun. Shadowrun at least does the basics right. Like, even 6th edition Shadowrun probably better than this.
Yes, it is. Measurably, it is. I have compared the two at one point. I was like, which devil do I go with? And I was like, Shadowrun 6th edition. There's actual creativity in here.
Valid.
And then the final thing for all of you out there who are just like, but I like Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk Red is not set in the year of Cyberpunk 2077.
Nope.
It isn't.
It's
So if you pick it up expecting to play that, you're not playing that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you can play it, of course, still, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but you have to change things. And
Yeah.
that's another big thing. You want to be able to play it out of the box. You cannot play Cyberpunk Red out of the box. You just can't.
Yep.
So there you go.
My number 2 is Dungeon World because it's a big number 2.
Yeah, it is a big number 2. This year, because of all of the different D&D clones that have existed, and because I literally had to tell somebody earlier this year who was playing 2E and being like, "Oh, I can do this without fear. It's not a big deal that I play 2E because somebody else bought it." I bluntly had to tell them point blank, the best friend of the creator of Dungeon World bought it. Therefore, the original creator of Dungeon World might still be contributing to it without their name on it.
This might just be a little deal that they made so that his name is not anymore, but it's just a system still in World.
It just keeps giving.
Fucking rape.
Yeah, but that's the biggest problem with it, is it just keeps giving the badness.
Yeah.
Oh.
And to actually talk about why it's bad, since the review was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Imagine taking D&D, randomly taking half of it and throwing it in the garbage, including some of the alignments and stuff, declaring it better for it, and then also being a sex pest as you write it and in real life. It's just any other thing, like play Heroes of Adventure before you play Dungeon World.
Yeah.
Like I play Iron Sword, anything, because Dungeon World is just, it doesn't work, and the simplifications that were made in it, they're stinky and bad, and none of it is good or working either.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst games ever, but it's not the worst for me. But my worst.
The reason why it's the worst has everything to do with it still exists in the consciousness today. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, okay, this has to be moved to first now because of that.
I on a mental level, I understand, but my heart says Continuum is number 1.
Yeah. Continuum is the worst game ever. So
I'm like, Continuum, it is like, okay, maybe not. Maybe actually a racial holy war might be worse than Continuum. I don't know. Is it worse to be pro-Hitler and loving him, or is it worse to have to defend Hitler because the time stream has to be preserved?
So here's my argument, and I can't believe that we're going to have this discussion, but we're going to have it. The fact that the game insists that you have to defend Hitler is actually worse. Because you have to defend Hitler. Like, I feel like I'm Wooly making this argument right now. What the fuck is this podcast? The fact that you have to defend him at all, like, that's worse. Whereas, if the game just says you have to love him, okay, you could love him and then not do anything else. You can be Kanye West. But actively defending him, like, that's the point where Kanye West went way over the line. And that's what a lot of people have said over and over again, is that was the specific moment. So as a result, Continuum is really worse.
Yeah, I agree. And Nora, why isn't Racial Holy War on the list? Because we don't want to review it, guys.
Yeah, it's just like Fatal in that regard. We just don't want
exists. To. Like, it's like, again, it's the same thing as Fatal, where obviously if we reviewed either, they would be on here, but they would be on their own, like, anti-pedestal in the ground where we can bury them. Like, it's not a contest in any way. Everyone knows it's shit. It is the most trodden ground, and I don't want to talk about it because it's also miserable. Yeah,
it's miserable, and we intentionally don't want to just do things that are cursed. Like, we haven't reviewed Lamentations of the Plain Princess because same reason. Like, why bother? It's got lots of gore porn of princesses being defenestrated. Like, we don't want that. We just don't.
Yeah. It's another one though of books for role-playing games where I would say, Continuum, read that and go crazy a little bit with me.
Yeah.
It is really stupid, and it's really unplayable, and it's the most unplayable game ever. If you thought, like when we were making fun of Immortal: The Invisible War, that was unplayable, you have seen nothing yet.
Nah, really seen
Like-
nothing yet.
Continuum is, because it includes time travel, is the most unplayable game.
Yeah.
And they give you no help in solving any of that. And it's not like Doctor Who, we don't really care about the consequences of time travel.
Yeah.
It's scientific loop time travel.
Yeah.
What loop? What's it called? It doesn't matter. Not the Bruce Willis movie as fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like, it's one of those things where if you are more interested, go read it and then hate it. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, the final comment on Dungeon World. If you thought playing a ranger in 5e sucked, go play a ranger in Dungeon World. You'll hate it even more. There you go. They got ranger worse than in 5e. That's an accomplishment.
The one class everyone homebrewed and it's still worse there. Okay. Well,
Yeah. Nailed it.
Here we are. That's the worst. Do we? No, you
right.
best now and then mid at the end, I think.
Yeah, mid at the end. Now we get to bring ourselves up from the cesspool of shame.
Yeah. I'm gonna start while you copy things.
Oops.
Wait, why is it? What did I just do? Okay, nothing. Like Deadlands 20th anniversary makes my top 20. You want to like I had Boot Hill on my list for a hot second, then I went, wait, Deadlands exists. Why would I put Boot Hill?
Yeah, it's better than Boot Hill. It
Like,
just is.
Boot Hill is still, like, for its time, one of the best games ever made. But Deadlands 20th anniversary is very playable, very fun, very nice Western game.
Pretty modern
and
too.
And has some nice like supernatural stuff in it. It's a good combo. I like it. Play an undead cowboy. Go nuts. What's yours? Oh, you have it. Same slot. Cool.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's still there and it's still fun. Like, I don't know what else to tell people. It's still fun.
Yeah.
It has the level of magic mixed with weirdness that Shadowrun has, so therefore it's always going to be there. It's still playable. Yeah, go out, have fun.
Yeah, that's basically, I think, both our reasons why it's not high is that, hey, Shadowrun exists.
Yeah. Yeah, this is your Western Shadowrun. There. I just sold it there.
Yeah. My 19 is Blister Critters. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. I've yet to play it, and then that would probably raise it. But yeah, still good.
Yeah, we want 1E. I'm gonna put. I mean, okay, this is why we shouldn't do this because now I have to do this. 1E is what we reviewed. 2E is probably more rounded.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk.
Rounded, yeah.
Okay, talk of Blister Critters first. I put this here. Blister Critters as a book has many problems. It doesn't tell you enough about how to DM it and how to do things and how to stat things and so on and so forth. However, the world is so freaking cool that I don't really care, and it's simple enough that you can just house rule shit. Probably be fine.
Very easily.
And I do like the idea of being a little guy and running around, and I loot a pencil, and I feel like the best ever because that's actually a really good thing that I found. Like I can mark my territory and draw on a piece of paper and stab someone with it. Awesome.
Yeah.
And you can make a character in like 10 minutes and be ready to play, and it's like, yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah, I'm really digging that these days. Hey, let's just make a character and go.
Yeah. So Feng Shui, you go first on that one. Mention
Feng Shui. This is the best game that I've not played yet. Someday I will. Probably will do 2E, whatever it happens.
Yeah.
The initiative system is one of the most unique out there.
Mhm.
There's that. It did time travel correctly, unlike Continuum.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's just so much here. You could do your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles go back to samurai times roleplay in this. Like
Yeah.
this is Big Trouble in Little China. Like
Mm.
that encapsulates all those things, and there is a space for that, and the space is right here.
Yeah. Haircut, you can't go wrong with it. I really think
really
it's a good game.
It is.
Also,
It holds up. It holds up after all this time.
yeah.
And there's so many things that you can look to if you want to play your Jonah Hex, if you want to do whatever else for Deadlands. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, hi Froggy.
All right.
And 18. What's your 18?
Golden
Oh,
Sky
it's
Stories, the other little guy game.
It's way higher for me.
Yeah.
For me, this game just really like poked something in my brain. I really want to try it at some point.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most low stakes, cozy game ever. Like, it's a game where you find the child on the road and then you help the child get home. And that's gonna be the adventure, and nothing, and there's no monsters. You're just gonna encounter a rabbit, and then you have to maybe give the rabbit a carrot if you want to. And no, we are not talking about fucking the rabbit, you filthy, filthy people.
No.
No, Golden Sky Stories is just so fucking awesome. Like, I can't.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. I agree.
Good job, Firelord. We're here now. Okay. Well, we can go. We can scroll over the list real bad later.
Oh no, 3,000 plus unread emails. Oh no.
I just let it happen. I just let the number go up. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, let Google choke on my fucking emails. Do you have anything to add about Golden Sky Stories?
It's one of the few games where you can play an Oni, play a sentient turtle, and play a raccoon boy all in the same game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the next one I'm going to mention, you can also play critters there, but this is cute critters.
Right. What is your next one then? Let's do that. I have a feeling I know.
I'm rating this higher than I have in the past, Mutants in the Now.
Oh, I haven't done that on my list. Okay, talk about it.
This is our revision to After the Bomb, basically. It is the spiritual successor. Yes, it has problems. But the fact that you can go through the list and you can make a character very quickly by going, okay, I'm an octopus. Well, what if I'm a hybrid animal? Maybe I could add some traits from this other animal. You can do that. You can do all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like the accessibility of that.
Yeah.
Does it have a few issues? Yeah, of course. But that's the thing. It's good. That's it.
Yeah, it's
Play a furry. This is the best furry game right now.
The fact that it's a copy paste of an older game doesn't make it a bad game.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, but it's true. My 17 is Atomic Highway.
Oh yeah, Atomic Highway was good.
It's if you want to play a Fallout RPG without paying for a Fallout RPG, Atomic Highway is right there. It's very playable. Roots are solid. Setting is simple, but what would you expect? The rules will serve you way better than like most things, and you don't have to be shackled to the what's it called? The Fallout 4 setting. I forget, but I hate the Fallout RPG because it's like completely like beholden to the Boston area, all its like iconography and stuff going on, and then there is actually the factions from the game there, and so fuck that. That game sucks. Okay, what's your 16?
Sweet 16. One of our newcomers.
Oh.
It really touched me, that Sunken game.
Yeah, I've sung higher. This is in case of I want to play Sunken as a one shot, and it's gonna probably go lower on the list after. Not because I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
worse, but because I have played it then.
Yeah.
It just is cool that you can grab any horror movie scenario, just put it on a boat, and then you play it as an adventure there. I'm gonna be. It's the last game we reviewed this year. For me, it's my number 16. Like, you can talk about Sunken a bunch, so that's why we are cutting it short here. Brass.
Brass was good. Yeah.
Yeah, Brass was fun. It was the last
Really
game
liked
we
it.
reviewed? No, wait.
That was our better Transformers RPG.
Yeah,
that was technically, it was part of the same episode as Sunken. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was the same episode. That's what I thought about it. Sunken was the last one technically because we did it third. So I'm gonna have some people be up in arms here. Having played Lancer now, right? I really can't rate Lancer very highly because Lancer is just a tactical RPG, tactical game about mech fights with 2 pages of RPG bolted on. The thing I wanted from Lancer is in Brass, which is just like, I am a guy who has a friend whose friend is a robot, and we have to do shit together and hopefully not get stepped on. Ooh. It's way simpler. It's quicker to play. The fighting, like, you aren't gonna think about, oh, do I boost? Do I reload? Do I hack? Do I have 10,000 options? Like, it's just like, no, you're gonna be a cool robot guy and you shoot your gun or something. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole thing. Like, Lands are cool. I really hope someone makes a BattleTech reskin of it. Maybe that already exists. I don't know. But Brass is just the game that gives me the feel of having the big robot way better because it plays good. It plays fast. It plays fine.
Real talk then. Lancer has completely fallen off your top 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been thinking about this a lot too. Because, like, at what point are we going to say, well, it's no longer an RPG? And I feel like Lancer is that one that does cross that line of I can't really call you that as much as I used to because there's just not enough. Whereas, like, even Phoenix Command has more in it than Lancer does about that, which is kind of what? So, and I'm going to put Brass at 11 then.
Okay.
Because I think that I'm in solidarity with you, and you actually kind of convinced me. Because this was something I really went back and forth about when I was doing the top 20. I was like, but do I rate it high because it does good mech fight? But the problem is that having played it, the mech fighting is very overwhelming the first few times because you do have so many options.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
You need like 6 sessions of Lancer to even like understand the combat.
You really do.
In my opinion, like, even if you read it before, and we did read it a bunch before, this felt like you sit there and you do your best round ever, and then you realize, wait, like, I could have done this and that as well. Fuck, I forgot that exists as rules. Because there's just too much of it. And
there's a little too much. Yeah.
Again, it's 99.9% mech rules and fight, and 0.01% TTRPG. It's not enough TTRPG.
Really isn't. Yeah.
Isn't. And then what's your 15?
We're still talking about it.
You're still talking about it.
Like, after all this time. Like, that's why I put it there. We're still talking about it. Talking about Dallas.
You know what? Yeah.
And sometimes it's a criteria. Like, in the case of Dallas, yeah, sure, it has the same thing that Adventures of Indiana Jones does, where you play these pre-rolled characters. But the things that it teaches you are universals. The things that it makes you do really force you to think of RPGs in terms of interaction and what is my goal. and what is my personal motivation? It really forces you to think about that. I honestly sometimes harder than a World of Darkness game does.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if it didn't exist, I don't think we'd have some other things.
Like, the reason this makes the list for me as well, the reason I just deleted Overarms from my list for it, is
Yeah.
that Dallas came out in 1979.
Yeah.
And it has like the role playing game, to be clear, not the movie thing. I don't know when that came out. Who cares?
Yeah.
And it has better rules for generic like we said in the review is a great LARP system, and it is. Because it has a simple way of telling you what you're good at and what you have and what you can do and what you could like offer to someone, and then they have it and so on and so forth. And that makes it way ahead of its time in terms of everything that we had back then.
Yeah.
And by all rights, it should have been a huge success had it been like a generic system with some groundswell behind it, in my opinion. It could have changed the whole trajectory of this hobby. But it was just somebody getting paid to, well, we have a Dallas license. What else can we make with it? I heard about these newfangled role-playing games. Maybe someone likes that. And obviously no one did, because all those people were like, no, we have to push miniatures against each other that hit each other with swords, because we are grown-ups in a basement.
Yeah.
But it like, again, for the lab scene, I think it's a better system than most lab systems exist today.
It's actually a really good way to put it. It really is. I just the reason why I just led with we're still talking about it is because few things from that era have really just grabbed both of us by the collar and gone, just look at these Texas oil barons and pretend you're living their life. And we nodded our heads up and down and said, yeah, I'm actually there with you, buddy. It takes a lot for a piece of writing to do that for us, because we're not that hard to please, but when you get something wrong, we really don't like you anymore. So the fact that it got enough right to still be talked about all this time later, like, holy shit.
It's also still my most pleasant surprise of the show. Where Dallas RPG, we have to do that for a laugh. It's going to be easy. And then we both were like, whoa, this is really good, actually.
Yeah. Like, Dallas and Sunken are side by side on my list because they're both surprises. Like, it's so surprising.
Valid. My 15, though, is Dune.
Oh, yeah, Dune. Yeah.
Super solid
game.
Did a
good job with that.
But very, in my opinion, hard to play because good luck finding the right group for it. That's how it is.
Yeah. You have to care about Dune to play it.
Yeah.
Unlike most of the other things that we list or even talk about, it is the game where you have to be invested in order to play it.
Yeah. Like they made a 10 out of Dune game, which is why no one plays it. Because so few people actually do care about it that deep. I'm sure there's some groups out there, but it's just never going to be huge because the setting is what it is. It doesn't work that great for a game, but they really made it work. Yeah.
Exactly.
I would suggest checking it out for a really good and inventive rule system, if nothing else.
Yeah. Inventive, and then it's a good intrigue game. We don't have many intrigue games that are really good, honestly.
True.
And it rates higher than, I think it's the highest rated in a game that features intrigue that I have on my list. Yep, looking at my list, that's absolutely true.
Huh? So wait, you do have Dune or you don't have Dune?
I don't have Dune.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why is because there's so many other things to put on this list.
Valid.
That's the only reason.
And what's your 14 then?
Oh, wait, this game does feature some intrigue, but it's a bunch of monks trying to figure out if this was an actual holy event or not. So, Rose Would Happy's still really good, too. Oh, my goodness.
I agree.
Playing a bunch of friars, trying to figure out what to do about this pilgrim woman who visited and fainted in front of the statue in the courtyard.
Yes.
Like, I just came up with that scenario, and that's why it's good, because it made me do that without me trying.
Yeah.
Like, there you go.
Turns out it's like swamp gas, but you don't know that for like 3 hours. And it's just
Yes,
such
for
a
3 hours.
such
Yes.
a like it's such a we are bumbling around doing what we can game. That it's just really refreshing. Again, no combat and anything. Like it's supposed to. If I think what was if there's combat, like you can like solve it, but it's gonna be like you can. There was like a rule for it that I forget now. Like, but basically, it's all about the mystery and stuff. Like, it feels like it's one of the best one-shot games I've ever seen.
Yeah. It would be a good Columbo game, basically,
Oh,
except
yeah.
Or what was that? Brother Cadfile. There you go.
Yeah. And yeah, to talk about this briefly, because people like Mortimer says, I've been playing Lancer, had so much fun. I had fun playing Lancer as well, but you're playing like if you're having fun role playing in Lancer, it's in spite of the system, because the system really doesn't give you enough. And if you have fun playing Lancer in the fights, then yeah, that's true. It's a good tactical game, but it's not really like it's like saying BattleTech is a role playing game. It's not.
No. Right there with you.
But yeah, Rosewood Abbey definitely deserves a spot. My 13 is Savage Worlds.
Where did I put it? Oh yeah, I put it all the way down here.
Since yours is higher, what do you think?
Basically, okay, so I don't have many generic games after this point. Yeah, I really don't. I think this is the only one. We talk a lot about generic systems. We've talked about it to death, how you lose something when you do a generic system. This is the only one. This is the one. Like, we could talk all day or night about like looking at D&D as a generic system, but we can't because it's not. Whereas Savage Worlds truly is. And it does what it's supposed to do, but it also puts up its hand, stops you at the door, and reminds you, this is supposed to be a root and toot and adventure game.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you play in this. This is not supposed to be for your ultra political intrigue. You could possibly do that, but it's not designed for that in mind. Which most generic games that we've reviewed or looked at, they never say that. They intend to set out to be the be-all, end-all. And I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like GURPS was a mistake. There, I said it.
Yeah.
Fill in the bingo card.
I mean, we will maybe look at it this year because people have asked for it, but oh my god, I'm not looking forward to GURPS.
No.
And yeah, I think what chat is going on about, pretty true. I think the two of us, we really, in a TTRPG, we demand there be TTRPG in it. Because Pathfinder might actually be a good game if it was playing it like purely as a tactical game.
Yeah.
I would say that it's very balanced for that.
Yeah.
I would also say it's a miserable experience to roleplay in it. And
absolutely miserable.
And then the reason it's a balanced good game also makes it so that it is very easy to build wrong and be bad in it. And if you're bad in a TTRPG, that can be fun, kinda. But in Pathfinder, if you're bad in Pathfinder, you're going to get crushed by the rules.
Yeah, instantly, honestly.
Like as an example, in Rosewood Abbey, I can make a bumbling older abbot who is not abbot, a friar, who is maybe like slight dementia already and is like forgets where he is sometimes. And that's going to be a great character. It's going to be super fun to play that guy. You're like, everyone runs away from the monster and you're like, what? Oh, where's everyone going? I'm hungry. It's fun and it's funny and it's immediately evocative. And in Pathfinder, I would just be dead. It just it railroads you into making the cookie cutter build and looking up the build guide. Because if you don't do that, then you can't really compete with the problems that are getting shoved in your face.
I just had an epiphany. Here's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Does the game set out with the intent for you to tell a story of any kind.
Hmm.
If it doesn't, then maybe I should shove it out the window. And that's how I feel kind of about Lancer. Like, at what point am I supposed to be telling a story? It's not really wanting you to do that, but
Yeah.
Rosewood is.
Yeah.
Brax wants you to tell a story about you and your funny robot companion.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. I think I've just figured it out because with CRPGs, it's about choices and consequences. Duh. Like, I always say that too many times.
Yeah.
But with a tabletop game, like, you would want to do a story, and it doesn't necessarily have to be collaborative storytelling. No. Sometimes it's just the DM saying, the evil wizard has ruled over this land for 100 years, and now his tomb is open. Like, cool. There is a story there.
Mm-hmm.
But Lancer doesn't even do that. So.
Yeah. Well, what's your 13 then?
All right. Here is where I test our friendship.
Oh, God.
And I have reasons for why I'm including it here. Fallout 2D20. I have reasons.
It's fine. I forgive you.
Here are my reasons.
Okay.
The first reason, it is the most supported of all the 2D20 games right now.
That's
of
true.
all of them.
That's true.
They're still releasing stuff for it. I want to say it's either monthly or every 2 months.
Yeah.
There's something new for it.
Okay.
They have released more setting pieces. So the original book focusing only on stupid capital wasteland, I agree with you, that's stupid. It is 100% stupid. And it does not say, hey, go out and be creative.
Mm-hmm.
They've expanded from there.
Okay.
That makes me feel a little bit like an apologist, but also at the same time, they did the work. It wasn't a third party that did that. Good on them. There's all that, and then also the fact that it is very accessible for players. You always know somebody who knows something about Fallout.
No,
you always do.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. And that's why I rated it higher than most other post-apocalyptic stuff for that reason, because it still does a good job at what it's setting out to do. It has a good crafting system. The special system is pretty well implemented in the game. The perks system is really well implemented. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, it does everything good enough to where I can't sit here and be like, I hate you, except for the Capital Wasteland part. That is the part that infuriates me to no end, because it's based on the bad parts of the setting that I don't really like that have come from Bethesda. If it had been based on the West Coast or New Vegas or a new place as their sample, great. If they instead said, make your own wasteland, here's how you do it, that would have been really fun.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. So that's why it's 13 and might fall off the list next year. But if you're looking for something that's actually a supported post-apocalyptic game, this is the one.
I give it to you. It's a low buy-in, and it's a 2D. It's the best 2D20, like most accessible 2D20 game, with a few games, so it can be a gateway into the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Conan's fun, but it's less accessible.
On a just like, but if I buy the core book, it's still gonna be Boston area, and that sucks. But anyway, what's your 12? What's your 12? Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I know. I just see it. The Expanse RPG. My note is this is the best 3D6 system that we've seen.
I like the setting. I like the sci-fi. I think it's not the best sci-fi game anymore.
No, it's not.
Spoilers for later. But it's really solid and good. And if you're a player, like if you're like the Expanse, then definitely give this a whirl. Yeah. Can't really say much more.
Yeah, it's pretty much no notes. It does what it does.
Yep. Very solid, very good.
You're number 11.
Yes, it's outgunned.
Outgunned, yeah. The Italians doing it again.
I really like it. I think it beats Feng Shui. So I also have that on my list. I have a soft spot for action-based, like action movie-based games that are deliberately over the top, because I do feel it is very, very fun to be like hyper competent at something, and if the game facilitates you being that, then that's good. Especially if everyone at the table gets to be hyper competent at the same time instead of one person having built the red build. Yeah. Play an action movie. Do it. It's good. I have no notes on it.
No notes. Heavily supported, honestly, too. That's you'll notice that's a thing that I will say often here, also, because except for one case, which will come later. But yeah. But yeah.
What's your 10?
It still is really good. It is in my top 10. Fabula Ultima.
I still think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
The reason I put it on...
I don't...
Sorry, you go.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I don't love it as much as Nura does for my own reasons. I wanted an exploration system that was cool. I wanted some other things, but I have to turn around and go, yes, but the class system is the best class system.
Yes.
Ever.
Like, the reason it's my number 2 game is simple. It's a easy to play game that does everything D&D does better.
Yeah.
So if you want to switch to a different game, fucking play Fabula Ultima over D&D. And then if there's like 1 or 2 things in it that you don't like tents you can just put a tent and then you have full health and mana again. That's stupid. I agree. That's why I don't use it in my game. Like, the few things that the game is too gamey about, that's too much like a computer game that they wrote, I just don't use, and then it's fine. Like, there's a few classes that just I don't think are up to snuff, and there's a few small things here and there that they could optimize. But that's like saying first edition D&D, where the elf was a class you could play instead of a race, is a flawless super game. No, it's of course not. It's a really good first game that they made, and the more they add to it, the better it gets, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most heavily supported. If you wanted to play something that isn't D&D, play this games also.
Yeah. My 10 would be Sentinel Comics.
Oh, I put that at number 7.
Hey.
Yeah. Best superhero RPG.
Best superhero RPG. Very bold and forward choices about how things work. Very not math. Like, if you have ever tried to play Mutants and Masterminds, for example, you know it's impossible.
Oh, my brain.
Sentinel Comics is just like, it's like keywords and you have abilities here that words work. Don't worry about it. And like what got me the most about it, which clinches it in my top 10, even if it's a 10th spot, is that combat isn't about reducing each other's hit points to 0. No, it's about there's always an objective that you have to fulfill as the good guys, and if you don't fulfill it by the end of round 3 or something, I forgot how many rounds this, doesn't really matter that much, then the bad guy's objective is fulfilled and they just leave. Because it's not about, like, it's a comic book. It's not about we are punching each other until we are both like bleeding and dead. No, it's about the Riddler has a master plan and we have to stop it. And the Riddler is attacking the Chrysler building because there's like a computer in the basement that he's trying to hack. And if he gets to it, then we are fucked. So we have to stop him, and we only have so much time. It works so well. Yeah, definitely best superhero game.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Okay,
very easy to put this on the list.
Yeah. What's your 9?
Eclipse Phase First Edition. I also looked at the second edition in my own time. The best D100 game we've reviewed.
Yes, for sure. Actually uses the D100 well instead of just being like, well, 50-50 to crash your plane. Haha.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's free. Always worth mentioning that the first edition of Eclipse Phase is also like just available as PDFs.
Yeah.
It's super high production values. If you ever wanted to play a game where you could be a monkey, an intelligent monkey punching somebody, and then next session you are a space whale floating in the corona of the sun because you have a special mission, and this is your game. Fucking great, fucking inventive.
That's it.
Wow. Do you have anything to add about it?
You nailed it. If you want to play, shit, I forget the name of the science fiction novel that became a series where people have stacks in the back of their necks.
Altered Carbon?
Yeah. If you want to play Altered Carbon, the game, this is it.
Yep.
Literally, this is it.
Yep.
There aren't any other Cyberpunk games that really do that. Really. Yeah. There exists to some degree, but it's always something special. In this case, that's the central technology. So, there you go.
It's also a really cool future. Even if the game itself wants to be like, oh, it's just post-human horror. I'm like, it sounds pretty cool, actually. Like, you can just avoid evil AIs and then you're fine.
It's honestly, for a crapsack world, you get to do some pretty fun things. So,
yeah. And it isn't shy about like being open about sexuality as well. It was always nice in the game.
Thank you for your haircut. Thank you.
Yeah. And yes, more than it's free. And then my number 7 is Toon. And I know it's higher for you.
I have to show my ass now. This is the two genders. Two really good friends. One says Fabulous Ultra for the number 2. The other one says Toon for the number 2. Like.
And for you, the reason is that you played the Starship Troopers game in Toon.
Yes. I'll truncate the story a little bit. I did an entire Starship Troopers, but what if they were Archie Comics games using Toon rules. And everybody had a blast because they just treated it. Ironically, if we had read Dallas, we probably would have added some stuff from that into it at the time because we made it very drama-y and a bit soap opera at times. But it just works. It is the comedy game. It is. There aren't any other good ones that are as good, but that might change next year when we review Discworld. So,
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
To be lower, but because Discworld hopefully is really good.
Yeah, I'm really. That is. That and the Monty Python game, like. There's a space. Yeah. There's a space for comedy games. Because if I have to watch another really stupid live stream before a live audience of D&D 5e, and then your character nonstop farts, isn't that funny? Tee-hee. I don't want to watch this stuff. But if you guys are playing a game where you're all cartoon rabbits trying to survive like the downfall of civilization, but you make it funny, then make your fart jokes, please. Then that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. What's the 6?
SCP RPG.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that. That's the other one I didn't mention. Fuck.
Yeah. Slams desk repeatedly. This is a really good game. The reason why it's not top 5 is my criteria for top 5 is I would be playing this immediately if I could. SCP, the only problem is the World of Darkness exists, so.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. That's it. It has nothing to do with the SCP RPG. It's one of the best dice systems ever. It's got things I never thought of in a game. It's just good.
Fuck it. It's going on my list. Because spoilers, I had Vampire the Masquerade, but we never actually reviewed that, so here we go.
Oh yeah. Well, that's for next year, yeah.
Maybe. So yeah, I agree. The dice system is super good because you can buy bigger dice or buy more dice. And then there's different ways you buy perks from different kind of classes of perks. It works really, really well. And we have reviewed first edition. Second edition is only better, only improved.
It has, yeah. And the creator said, "No, this is always going to be free." The core book. So there you go.
Yeah, another free one as well.
You'll notice, like, it's either free or well supported. Like, that's a lot of what I'm saying here, with one exception, Toon. That's the only one where I'm just like, yeah, that's not going to be well supported. But there will be a new edition of it next year, so there you go.
It's also like a 70-page book or something, so you can find it online.
So easy, yep. Okay.
5?
So I guess number 5. This is one that still surprises me to this day. Age of Sigmar.
I have that as an honorable mention because Age of Sigmar, super solid dice system.
Yep.
But I really don't want to play the setting.
No, the setting exhausts me. But why is it top 5? Because I would play something using that dice system in a heartbeat. I would even use it as generic fantasy whatever in a heartbeat. It is the best downtime system in a game that I've ever seen. The list goes on. It's just good. It's just really, really good. And, again, well supported. They're still releasing books for this.
Yeah. But again, books released are going to be, of course, in the Warhammer Fantasy Age of Sigmar world, which I don't care about. And I don't know if even Warhammer still cares. Like, people want the old shit back, guys. This Age of Sigmar thing was a mistake.
It was. Like, I would take Warhammer Fantasy with these rules.
Yeah.
Done. Like, you just gave me something that's a better top 5. Like, the rules are better than the Warhammer Fantasy ones were. The Warhammer Fantasy ones were D100, and in the bad way. And this is just it's just a good system. Like, I still think about it to this day because of how good it was. So, all right, I think that this one will be in your 3 or first slot.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Change stars.
I really vibe with this. With this game.
Yep.
Thanks. And it's really good, guys. It's really good. This is basically the game I want to play the most because I haven't yet. Because I had, the author actually asked me if I wanted to be in a test group, and that kind of fell through because I think the DM didn't have time.
Yeah. So, time is always the curse here.
Didn't get to play it, but I really want to at some point.
Yeah. Who knows? That might be on the table soon. We'll see. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll see where life takes us.
What's your 3 then?
Jason.
The reason it is not on the list for me is it's a horror game. And the only horror game that captured my imagination and I want to play is Sunken. But Vaesen is objectively a great game, I agree.
Yeah, there's so many reasons. Once again, it focuses on storytelling. The dice system's good. It is the game that knocked her socks off at one point.
Yeah.
You can do non-horror stuff with it if you wanted to very easily. Sunken is only horror. Like, you can't imagine doing something other than horror with Sunken. But Vaesen is that. And then also, there's like 50 other games with the same dice system. So if you want to adapt stuff from other games into Vaesen, you can. Easy.
Yeah.
So.
It would be funny to do a very, like, I don't know, very, like, murdery plot in Vaesen, but make it completely mundane. And everyone's like, when's the horror, when's the supernatural start going to start? And it's just not. The murder was just the butler for the whole
that
time.
bait and switch.
Like,
that's good.
I would do that, but it's like, since like you can say about any game you could play something else in it if you wanted to. Like as written, it's a horror game. I do not really vibe hard with them, and I prefer the idea of Sunken, where I go in knowing that my character is gonna be fucked.
Yes, 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 yes.
Um,
There's something to that. There are two kinds of horror games. There's the horror game where you're like, you want to play somebody who learns stuff, and then the other one is you're going into this knowing, yeah, I'm getting hazard pay.
yeah, exactly. And then number one is again very obvious. But how did that happen? Oh.
I had to make a reference to Donkey. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Maybe we can make this really small and then it fits. Yeah. We have glazed mage a shit ton on this.
Yeah.
And for good reason. It is just that good. Can I make this? No, it's gonna be 15. Okay, there we go.
That's good.
Like
It's
the
really
game
good.
has kind of a big buy-in, but it's so worth it. Like playing we are doing a off-stream campaign of it, starting soon, in a few weeks' time. Trek, Sundert, and some other people and I.
Yep.
And playing My Awakening was so fun and it was so good. Like it's just amazing. Like because you just think yourself into that specific character the most in Mage.
Yes. Yes. It is the high concept game. It is. All these other ones I keep talking about, dice system and this and that and the other thing. Mage is the one that got high concept right.
Yeah.
I can't really say there's many others that have gotten that right. It's very hard to get that right. It's very hard. I would really have to fight to think of other RPGs that get high concept correct. Because, like, okay, here's an example one that tried, Candela Obscura. They failed hard at that, but it's an example one that tried to do that, tried to be high concept. God, I have to really fight to think of others, but yeah, this is the one. And that is a good thing, but it's also, like you said, high buy-in, but it's a consistent, constant buy-in rather than a initial buy-in. Because, like, okay, the initial buy-in for Fallout is know about Fallout. Okay. After that point, once you know about Fallout, who cares? Age of Sigmar, the buy-in is, well, we're playing Age of Sigmar. So that's more of a constant buy-in. You have to constantly put up with the idea that everything sucks in the Age of Sigmar way.
Yeah.
But Mage, you have to be hopeful the whole time. That's an inverse of your typical everything sucks buy-in that most games suffer from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's always going to be up there for me. Yeah, and we did 12 episodes on it. I don't know if I made those videos public. I should make them public, and then everybody can watch them at some point.
You should.
Yep. All right, now for the most interesting category of all.
Again, these don't get numbers. And we are doing it, we are not doing that many either.
No, we're just doing whatever comes to mind, yeah.
Okay, as a honorable mention, because it is the most solidly playable, boring-ass game ever, is Fate Core.
Yeah, that's also my list.
It's just, we talked about it earlier in the show. It's just a stinky little nothing of a game.
It really is.
Yeah, the fact that you can do anything in it means that you kind of don't want to do anything in it. Because anything you do in it is going to feel the exact fucking same as anything else.
Yep, 100%.
What's your second?
So this is one from a previous year. And the reason why I totally forgot that it existed that year, and this year once again I was like, oh yeah, we did review that, didn't we?
We sure did. We talked about it before.
It was pretty mid. Yeah.
So is again, but what did I just do? No, fuck, stop it. Cthulhu is again like the most mid game. Like it is just like the D&D of horror. We said this already. It's just stinky, and people get trapped in it when they could be playing better games.
Yep.
Again, like the thing about mid games is that they are technically playable, so that's hard to clear for some games.
It goes back to I can't remember who said it first. It's better to be bad but memorable than to be forgettable, and that's pretty much what mid is for me always. If I forgot about it, then probably didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because looking at the list here, like there's stuff I still remember. Like I remember stuff from Nightlife. I remember stuff from Space 1889. I remember things, but then. If the only thing I remember is anime RPG, whoops.
Oh God.
Then there's something wrong here.
Yeah, I can't really fault you. Break. I wanted to like it way more than I ended up liking it. Like it should be better. It has good production value. It's got everything going for it, but it ultimately just falls flat on its face and eats a bunch of poo-poo.
I just forgot about it completely. Like, painful. Really painful.
Exactly, Hacker. Being a 0 is better than being a 5. Like, that's the thing about the worst games. A lot of these are at least fascinating. Like, Dungeon World is like one that isn't... Even that, as much as I want to say it's like without value, looking at it and being like, well, this went wrong, and we can kind of look at the crime scene and realize why the bodies are there and why they're in that position. But you don't want to do that with Break. Break is just like... Break suffers... The most memorable thing about it is like how easy you die in a game that's like all about the hero's journey, where you can play like basically a cook as a character class. Or like... I forget what it was something like that. It's so weird. My next one, or maybe also last one actually of the list, is Cyberpunk Red. Because I feel it doesn't really deserve, like, if you look past the glitz and glamour in quotation marks of its setting, then there's really nothing there. There's so much nothing there. And again, they forget such basic things in it that it's just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You reckon Mouse Ritter? We did not. Mouse Ritter would be an honorable mention in my best games. It didn't make the cut. When did we review Mouse Ritter? Was it 2024?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, we did. Honestly,
and that one was memorable, so that's why it's also not mid at all.
Yeah, definitely. It's an honorable mention in the top 20 games because Mouse Ritter has a lot of cool mechanics in it that you remember, like that actually your backpack is slot based. You Tetris your like nut and your little like other lootable in there. I just think like ultimately for me, like, I put Blister Critters on my list, right? Ultimately, Blister Critters is more evocative in its craziness for me. It's more out there. It's more like overt about the whole thing. While Mouse Ritter is very grounded, and it doesn't work as well for me for that reason. It still works, but it works less well. Because if I play a little guy, I kind of want it to be cartoony. Don't want it to be Watership Down.
Yeah. That's you actually nailed it. That's why I used the Goofy Rabbits example for Toon, is because we don't want to play Watership Down and then make fart jokes. We don't want to do that. And if I want to play like super serious game, it's not. It's just there's so many things that we should not be doing if we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because we could play World of Darkness, we could play Vaesen, we could play all these things that are super serious. But if we want to play just a little guy, I want to do it in those games. I want to do it in Blister Critters. I want to do it in Mouse Ritter. But the problem is what you said. Mouse Ritter is more grounded. Mouse Ritter, you will think about what about starvation, whereas in Blister Critters, it's oh my gosh, what is this strange thing from the past world? I shall put all of it in my mouth. Like
Yeah.
you're focusing on the silliness of it, of the silliness of trying to find food.
Yes. Do you have another one for us?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
This I am memeing slightly by saying this because somebody else had a problem with this more than I did. I totally forgot that was the thing that we reviewed, and only one other person in the world cares about it.
It's just so incompetent. It's just so incompetent that I can't rate it mid.
It's so incompetent.
The flaws were so evident in it because they just didn't proofread it at all that I couldn't rate it mid. But it's really the only reason. Dark Souls RPG folks, don't buy that book. It's scuffed.
Never.
It's fucked.
No, it's fucked.
Like you, it will not help you in any way to play Dark Souls. Not that Dark Souls is really, in my opinion, a very TTRPGable game anyway.
No, it's not. Like it was a mistake to make the Dark Souls RPG, in my opinion.
You know what? Can't stop me. It's my list.
Oh yeah, that's pretty mid. Pretty mid.
Like at this point, it's just the most overplayed game ever. And like, you look at like a campaign, like what you call it, like Critical Role does their 4th campaign, Brandley Mulligan DMs, and it has its moments. And none of those moments are because it's D&D. None of these moments are facilitated by D&D as a system. All of those moments are facilitated by those people who are actually really good at acting.
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
And they could play Fabula Ultima or whatever the fuck other fantasy game and do the same exact thing in it easier and better and have more fun.
Yeah.
I think that it's getting paid really big money by D&D to keep playing it. It's the vanilla.
They are, yeah.
Mod, it's just the sprinkles. It's not even the vanilla ice cream. There's just sprinkles. Yeah. And you might think it's a good idea to eat sprinkles, but after a while, no.
It really hurts your teeth. It does.
Can be really good with the right toppings. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But then any other ice cream also would be improved by those, right? That's all. I don't
really have any other mid mentions, really. Yeah. I could say Werewolf 5th edition, but I'd rather review that sometime with you than put it on this list.
Well, we didn't review it, and D&D is the only one I'll put on anyway, because we all know what D&D is.
Yeah, we know stinky poo-poo.
Yeah. Okay. I think the last thing we should do before we call the lists and stuff good. Do you have any predictions for 2026 in terms of TTRPG stuff that's gonna go down?
I predict that a new edition of Blades in the Dark will be released this year.
Are they groundswell about that?
Yeah, there's a little bit of one.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm real curious about that, because if you look into the background of the game, it's also really, it seems to be like a scam, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a scam.
So that's interesting.
And the reason why it's going to happen is because Dungeon World got a 2nd edition. Oh
God.
These two are very. I'm just not going to mince words. They're both Parasite RPGs because both of them were an attempt to cash in on something. Yeah. Blades of the Dark was, look at us, we're Apocalypse World, but cooler. And then Dungeon World was, let's make D&D even easier because it's so hard, man. And I hate both philosophies. I hate it. If you want to do your spite RPG, then read Anne Rice books, then write your own vampire game. Oh, wait, that happened.
Yeah.
You get my point, though. It's if you want to do something of spite, then actually do it. Don't do it cynically. Don't do it as a cash grab. Actually do it.
Yeah.
Because things like Rosewood Abbey exist because there are so many LARP communities and other things that have done interesting, cute, like murder mystery things in real life in the UK and other parts of Europe. And this is kind of a culmination of that thought process of a bunch of people who are silly people going and doing silly things. Like Rosewood Abbey, you could do an episode of Taskmaster with. But
true.
I look at Dungeon World, I look at Blades in the Dark, I can't do anything with them. And that's why there's going to be a second edition of them. Because people are so disappointed with 5.05 that they're going to be like, what else is out there?
Yeah, that's the moment where you bring out your cash grab game. That's true.
Yeah, that's the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of like, if I have to sum up my thoughts on those, I'm very interested in a new Blades in the Dark because as we went over it, it would have been that easy to fix it. So it would be a playable, nice game. It wouldn't make my top list, but it would be playable and entirely usable, and you would have a good time with it for a while.
Yeah.
But Dungeon World, I don't think it can be fixed. And I don't don't really want to look at it either, but maybe we should / have to, because what if it's suddenly fixed? I don't believe it can be. Again, I don't believe it can be, but it's curiosity is there in a morbid way, basically.
Well, the things we're talking about now also that I brought up is akin to the final episode of Stranger Things. Like, we watch it and then we talk about it anyway, even though we know we're gonna not feel good about it. Because it's a thing, it's there, and I know at least one group of people is playing Dungeon World 2nd Edition already, and I'm like, guys,
why would you do that?
What are we doing,
guys? I know. No, so Space 1889 did not make the best or worst list. It's just kind of forgettable.
It's forgettable, but like in that way of there's enough to remember, but there's plenty to forget there.
I will post the list somewhere.
This is worth posting, this one, because it's just kind of like, yeah, we did say some things that might be a little, really? That's number 13? Savage Worlds and Fallout 2D20? What's going on? Like, there are some things on these lists that are just raise an eyebrow, which is good. Yep. We're getting to that point.
Yep. My big prediction for this year is that D&D is going to have some sort of crash.
Yeah.
It is time. There isn't really anyone holding on the fort anymore. The idea that their sales were great, I don't believe them.
No,
I believe their sales were fine, but I don't believe them. They were Hasbro expected this much sale. There's no way they sold enough.
No, there isn't.
No one really cares. It's gonna fall apart. I think. They just really put themselves in the foot by making it so similar that you can play them interchangeably, because people are just playing it wrong now. Because rules have changed. That no one knows that they've changed. So they're playing 5.05 with 5.0 rules. And then it obviously gets clunkier.
Because very fast too. Very fast.
Yeah, the intent wasn't that to play it like that. Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to think of another prediction I might have, and that was really the big one. I think the theme of us looking at the little guy so much last year will continue into this year to some degree, but I feel like also it's time to really look at the artifacts.
Yeah.
Like that video you were talking about and so on.
Yes. So I have a plan for that. So we're doing the video next time. This will be also on my channel because your Rust reviews were on your channel, I believe. I wanted to... So, I'm just trying to find what here it is. We still have some re-reviews to do where the episodes are gone. I would like to quickly go through one of those, probably Dragon Ball Z, because that's fun. And then
that's a fun one.
And then look at that video. Because that way I have nominated a game that we can do, and then we we can talk about the video after. That's the plan.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
a fun one.
gonna happen on the 17th. Yeah, on the 17th.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. I don't think there's anything else to really plug or say about this. Like 2025 was not the
No.
best year, was not the worst year.
No, it had some goods, had some stinkers.
If we would put a year of this decade on the list of most middle years, it would be 2025, kinda.
Yeah, it would be.
AI is really shit. AI is also gonna like hopefully crash and burn this year. We'll see. I mean, it will at some point, so it might as well be this year. I hope. Let's hope for it.
Yeah, let's hope for it.
And if you're saying, but what if it takes the economy first? Well, it's going to do that one way or the other if it does. I'm not convinced it will, but I'm also not convinced it won't. It's just like this is the one bubble where really normal people have no input. And it's not really like, yeah, so some engineers in Silicon Valley lose the job. Is that going to affect you? Not really.
No, it just isn't. It was okay. So like it was like when there was the big thing about, oh no, online journalism is dying. Everybody looked at each other and went, okay. So like it's the same brain space. Nobody gives a fuck because Reuters will still be there at the end of the day.
Yeah, and
the same thing with this.
They all copy from Reuters anyway.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. You nailed it. You got it immediately. And all copy from Reuters already, and it's the same thing with this. So
much like Substack is a meme, the good writers are on there and making a living, regardless they aren't affected. But if you are like
exactly
a slop producer, the AI can do slop. So like your job is contingent upon creating the lowest quality demeanor content, then there's no lower quality than this. So you're out of a job.
Yep. Yep, you're nailing it. Like the 20% most productive won't or useful won't be affected, and the more slop that we add, that means that just that number will continue to get smaller of people who aren't affected. Yeah. That's it. Like it's that simple. It's just a numbers game. There's just going to be a lot of people who aren't affected, and it's going to be the vast majority of us because the vast majority of us aren't invested at all in it. So there you go.
Yeah. I think that's what I want to say about 2026 and my plan, the things that are coming.
I know at some point we'll review GURPS finally. We'll really take on stinkers like that this year.
Yeah,
that people have just been saying over and over. But why? Why is it bad?
Doing GURPS would be a fun time. I say, trying to convince myself.
Looking at the window.
Yeah, man, it would be so tempting to just jump out. Oh, wait. No, of course not. I'm joking.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things, but I can't really think. It's going to be a year of cash grabs, but little guys also. So
yeah, I'm hopeful for the future in a weird way.
Oh yeah, like the good one. We could review the latest edition of Talislanta. Duh.
True.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
and when Tune comes out.
Yeah, we have some stuff on the docket that if it comes out, we're gonna jump on, and we have some stuff we should look at, like in terms of newer editions. I feel it's a good idea because finding new games all the time, yeah, it's possible, but it's also getting harder and harder to find games that I think I want to review. I think
because that's another criteria. Yeah,
meal and relaxing day, but hearing the option to like, yeah, I think it has to be like I have to take like some relaxation time, and then this. Maybe I do that afterwards. That's probably the better plan. Like do GURPS and then go on vacation. That's the plan. No, yeah, I like that. Yeah. So we have talked about the plan. I think that's all. I think we can call this good. Good job, everyone. Good job, Drake. Thank you for still doing this with me. You're a great friend.
Oh, you're a great friend too. This is looking forward to more years of this. Like this has been a really fun. This has been a good ride. I don't want to stop. I just don't like. Yeah, that's a huge part of this. Is that like we are saying bluntly, both of us, yeah, it's harder to find more that we want to review, but our momentum still isn't stopping. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Woo!
I know we are rating. This is someone who used to stream when I started 2021. And who I hang out with a few times. Apparently she stopped. That's a return stream. Well, she's returned recently. And we have to rate this person just because of the mummy sorry model.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're back. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Folks, the way I'll put this VOD on the internet as soon as possible in case people want to review it. I'll put the lists, make screenshots, put them, I guess, somewhere. Blue Sky probably. And that's gonna be good. We are back on Monday with a game with the Monday Stim crew. And we will have schedules out by then, assumedly. Yeah, J-Man, I mean, thank you for being here so consistently. Thank you. You're great. I look forward to April when I have my anniversary again, as usual. Yeah. See you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. We go.